Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game between the Rockville Rams and the Morgan Huskies. With me tonight, as usual, is Pete and I. We're going to be bringing the game tonight. Now, Pete, you look back at last week's game against Capital Prep. We had some tough breaks. We had that fumble down here. We had the clock run out in the end, right at the goal line, and then we had that long pass was called back because of what is it? Illegal person downfield.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And so this game, they come in right now. There's 69 players that are dressed for Rockville. There's 36 dressed for us. So just by sheer numbers, it's like David versus Goliath. But hopefully tonight we'll play with the same determination and guts that we did last week, and hopefully this will be a good game. But I think it's going to take every ounce of courage and participation in Morgan's part.
Well, if you stuck around to the end, and you notice that we came back, despite the fact that we were down 2 scores with 3 minutes left, we came back. So this team has some grit, and so regardless of what the situation, I don't think they're afraid of anybody. They took it to Capital Prep last week, and I expect them to do the same tonight. But it's the same thing. Can we stop the runs? They have a very effective running game. Last time we played Rockville, they had Jaquan DeFore, who was a legitimate D1 wide receiver, and I wish we had onside kicked every time that night because if you put the ball anywhere near that kid, anyway. But that's he's at Central Connecticut now, and now you have another group of kids who are also exceptional talents. So we'll see how they manage that tonight.
All right. Right now, the announcer Dennis Dunham is talking about the program, and it's a cancer program that's being celebrated tonight, and we wish all of you that are in any way involved with cancer, whether it's yourself, your parents, any relative, we wish you Godspeed. I know myself, I'm a cancer survivor, and I thank every moment for God giving me my life, and so I wish them all. We now have a moment of silence for all those cancer survivors and people who are going through it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and now my pleasure to introduce Riley Keever, who will sing our country's national anthem.
Okay, let's go to our national anthem, sung by Riley Keever.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wriggling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
God bless America. God bless all the players, coaches, fans, and a special God bless you to all those people who are suffering from cancer or the effects of cancer. May they all live in peace. Hopefully all recover, and for those deceased, may God keep you in the palm of his hands. And now we're ready for some football. Great job by Riley Keefer. Boy, she's got quite the pipe speed.
Oh, talented family.
Really?
Yeah. Her dad and I've gone through a few battles in town politics. So he's a fighter, and he's done a lot for the town while he's lived here. So anyway,
great pipes.
She was in Little Shop of Horrors too.
She was?
Yeah.
Oh, with Drew.
Yeah, one of the Ronettes.
Yeah.
And she was a standout Ronette, I guess.
Well, maybe
is that what you call it? I guess standout. We should announce the next play. We should do the next musical. Sit up there like Waldorf and Stadler.
Yeah.
And just make comments. So we'll videotape the whole play.
Yep.
But we'll be commentating the whole time.
All right. Let's
behind a glass thing. I don't think John Lamp would appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
So kicking
So
off
it looks. I guess is that they won the toss and deferred. Is that what
it
we
was?
got?
It was. So Morgan will be kicking off to the Morgan team. Morgan, number 4, kicking off deep. Going to be taken by the up man. Good. It's taken by. Let's see if we can get
Aiden Staunton, I think. 50, yeah.
Aiden Staunton.
Yeah, he's
on
not
the carry.
afraid to take the ball
No, not at all.
and stick his nose in it. Okay.
It's nice. It's
Good
nice to see.
catch.
Yeah.
Good field position. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so we're taking it
A lot
about
of-
the.
A lot of times a high kick like that, you tell kids and like the up backs to fair catch it because to get it in between the 30 and the 40 is not a bad result.
Yep.
Just want to secure it.
Okay, so we go with Tyler Baldwin. He's got his reliable back, Casey Corrigan, in the backfield with him. He's got 3 split out to the left. Baldwin back to pass, looking for Corrigan out in the flat. Ooh, nice. That was a great linebacker. The corner came up very quickly on that one, Pete.
He did. It took a long time to develop,
Yeah.
and I think the outside linebacker just saw it develop in front of him. And but Casey, to his credit, made the catch with someone right in his face. So,
That tackle was made by Hap.
unfortunately, we might have been better off with him not catching it
Yeah, right.
since it was
Because we
a
lost
3
it's
yard
like we
loss.
lost 3 yards. Okay, again, going the same. This time they split out man in motion. That's number 14, Renato in motion. And that's going nowhere.
Handoff inside to Corrigan.
So there, I think they've watched the film, Pete, and I think they were going to be keying on Casey Corrigan.
What a
all
great
night.
week Casey had.
Oh, man, last week.
7 days ago.
Yes, he sure did.
He must have had 150 yards and three touchdowns, 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
So, it's nice to have something automatic inside of 3 yards.
Baldwin being chased. He's tackled way back for a huge loss.
A little stumble there, and he was never able to
Yeah.
recover. He took a quick first step, and then he got off balance, and then they caught up to him. So, but I like that he's confident. I mean,
Right.
that's the worst possible result. But,
Right.
but I like that he's confident that he can use his legs to get out of trouble. But the drops he's been taking this season are getting longer and longer.
Right, that was a long
and
drop.
And then you end up with, now what do we have, a 4th and
Oh, it's
30.
Yeah, it's 4th and very, very long. It's going to need. Here comes. They blocked the punt. Oh, it's going to give them the ball at about the 1 yard line. Oh, it's a score. Oh, it's a blocked punt and a score for Rockville. Let's see who. That was recovered by number 40, Harrison. Harrison in the block and the recovery. That hurts to start the game, Pete.
One of the challenges with, not punting often is that if you are punting, it's, inside the 15, and
Right.
it's a pressure situation.
Right.
So, I wonder how you replicate that in practice where, okay, we're going to punt, and we're only going to punt out of the end zone.
Right.
So a lot of intensity, get guys rushing, quickly, but we didn't hold up there. Did we drop the snap?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
So
low.
that,
it was a
that
low
doesn't
snap.
help. That doesn't help. But
Oh, so now we got somebody who's actually going to kick an extra point, Pete.
well, I think Capital Prep kicked a couple extra points last
Yeah.
week, didn't they?
They did. This is number 15, Bolton. Looks like Michael Bolton.
I don't know.
It's up and it's good. So that makes the score 7-0 with 10 minutes and 17 seconds to go. The other thing about this time of day, Pete, you're going to have some dew on the ground. It's going to be a little slippery when you try to make those, those hard moves going to the outside. And that's, I think, what happened to Tyler.
That's a great point, and that happened 2 plays in a row, really.
Right, yep.
The ball's a little wet, and you'd be surprised how many towels you still have to bring on a cool fall night.
Right.
Great for grass growing, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look at the field now compared to when we first saw it this season.
I know, it's beautiful. How heavy dews, cool nights, warm days. Plant your seed.
Yeah,
I don't think it's too late. It was October 7th. It's not too late.
Okay. I'll go home, plant my grass as soon as I get home. Have my wife bring the flashlight out, and I'll go crazy. Neighbors, what's he doing? Oh, don't worry. Just Peter and I said he should plant some grass. So
I meant late in the season, Tom, not in the day. It is too
All
late
right.
in the day.
Well, I
But
thought you said today was the last day. So kicking off is number 4, Morgan, sort of Morgan and Morgan, for the people.
Baldwin back there again to receive.
So we got Jack Nye and
For the
Ren-
Huskies.
So let's try this again. A left-footed kicker. It's interesting. He's not the one that kicks the extra
Oh,
points.
that's a very good kick.
That's a
but
very good point. It goes out of bounds.
It's out of bounds, but it looked like you could tell what he was trying to do there. He was just trying to knock it down in the corner, make somebody make a play.
Right.
Huskies choose.
And Renato was smart to let it just go out of bounds and not try to field it. So, again, we'll have a good starting field position, Pete, in this drive. Let's see if we can get some momentum going here. Let's
Yeah,
see
it's good to get on schedule, right? You know,
Right.
You start second and 13, and then
now what's going on here. They can let him kick it over.
Huskies choose.
they choose to re-kick it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They choose to re-kick it. Okay. So they have the choice: either take the yardage or kick it over.
We'll go back.
Let's see if we can get a little bit better position this time.
5 yards.
All right, so what's the over/under? 35-yard line, right? So let's see
Okay,
if we can do better than the
let's see.
35-yard line. We would have gotten it at the 35.
Yep, exactly. So
I
let's
think
see.
it went out just inside the 30
It did.
or 20, over by the 20. So
Kicks it away. It's going to be taken by
all
Jack
right,
Nye.
Jack.
Right to him. He's got some good blockers
Not
out in
afraid
front
of
of him.
contact.
By Jack 9.
Oh, he tries to leap him, but hey, you're right. We got up to about the 38, so that's good field
Yeah.
position.
38-yard line where the Huskies will begin.
Now, what do you think about something like that when they're trying to leap the opposing defender?
think
Is that
it's-
something that they?
Not a good idea.
Yeah,
Unless you're desperate.
yeah,
I think it's a great idea near the goal line,
right.
but you're giving up on any yards. You're saying this is it.
Yes.
I'm not getting anything else. So I don't love it,
Yep.
especially in the open field like that.
Right. Okay, here comes Jack Nye. No, it's Renato in motion. Tyler looks nice catch, beautiful catch made by
Pass is
Chris Caprio,
to number 3.
Jake Caprio.
Good. 6-yard gains. That's a good way to start.
Yeah. So Jake
on first
Caprio,
down.
nice look inside by Tyler Baldwin, and nice catch by Jake Caprio. Okay, now they go double wideouts. Now they send Stoughton in motion. Oh, boy, that linebacker that was actually the tackle. He read that perfectly. Again, don't you think, based upon what Casey's been doing so far this year, they've been really keen on him?
Yeah,
They got they're
I think
spying on
the
him.
message they're saying so far is make someone else beat us besides number 36.
Right.
And I don't think it's a bad strategy.
No, not at all. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on Tyler to get this ball in the air. Okay, that should be encroachment. That should get us back a couple of yards.
But that's also part of it, is that they're jumping the gun a little bit, or they're getting a good jump on the snaps.
Right.
That's what's costing us these yards on these plays. And, you do a hard count, and they go right offside. So you got to keep them honest. That's a good first thing to getting a good running game going, is make sure that the D-line isn't getting.
Right. So now,
Yep, they did
there he
it
goes again.
They
This
just
is
can't help it. They can't help it.
So Rockville's doing a good
And
job
it's
on the
not-
ground for
But
us.
it's not like we've run that many plays.
I
where,
know, really.
No, he's coming out.
Oh, he's coming
They're
out.
taking him out.
They're taking number.
Like,
They're
what?
taking number 41.
But it's just
Dwyer.
inexcusable, especially
Dwyer.
since it might have given him a first down. Yeah, gave him a first down.
Oh. Hey, maybe we can march all the way down the field.
Yeah, just keep doing it until they.
49-yard line.
Okay, let's see what Tyler does here. It's going to be a quarterback sneak planned all the way. Tyler,
But
good
much
one.
better. Much better. Like less penetration.
Yep.
Our linemen were able to get a little push, all because of the snap count.
Right.
Right. You can't give the other team an advantage on the snap count. And that's why you got to go on 2 sometimes,
Right.
unless you're incredibly efficient. But you'd be surprised how hard it is
Oh, for
to
sure.
practice multiple snap counts.
Casey Corrigan. Again, they're keying on him everywhere Casey goes, but it still picks up some
Still fighting.
positive yardage.
Handoff.
So that'll bring up a third and about maybe 6. I think
But
that's
now we're in 4-down territory, so it's okay.
Yes, that's correct.
To get a little chunk here, keep the playbook wide open.
so they bring Renato, put him in the slot.
Oh, we got a bat dancing over the field. See that?
Do you really?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm definitely afraid of bats.
It's Halloween season, that's for
That's
sure.
right, it's Halloween
Spooky season.
Tonight's also homecoming, and I'd like to congratulate the young lady who does all my filming for me for all the different shows is Iris Dunham, and she is the royalty tonight. She is the royalty, and her friend Nick Spaziano is the other royalty. They will meet their court, and we'll also meet Iris and Nick during halftime.
So we just got him on another penalty,
Right.
and it's third and
Here comes Tyler. He's trying to get that
0
corner.
yards.
Oh, that linebacker, number 11
All right,
map. Well, he mapped
so-
that out. Wow.
So we'll pretend we got 3 yards on third down, and now we have a 4th and 2, or a 4th and 2.
And we're in 4-down territory. The ball's resting just over the 45. So 7 minutes and 57 seconds. With Rockville up by 7. Tyler's got trips to the right. There goes Corrigan. Corrigan going to be very close to the first down.
Wow.
I think it's going to be close by where his knee
I
went
think
down.
our line judge is going to give it to him, and I
I think they gave him a
feel
rotten
like-
mark.
feel like he gave him a good
think
good
so?
spot because the
See
knee.
your measurement.
The knee came down,
Before
and
the
then
ball.
he fell. Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
fell forward, and they kind of gave
Right.
it to him where the ball landed.
Right. Let's see where they mark it.
So
Wanna remind
I
you,
think it was a
Kenny,
break for us.
that-
But let's see. Okay, so here's the clip. The
Here's
clip
the
is
clip,
in
yeah.
action.
Just like your
All
brother
right, so
Dave
you'll see
explained
if
it.
you're watching on TV. So you're going to watch the middle official is
Yep.
holding the clip.
Yep.
He's going to place it on the line by the two officials. Most people always watch the ball, right? But he's
Oh,
the one who
it's gonna be
sets
short.
it,
Contribution.
and they're going to turn it over on downs.
Oh, boy.
But you know what? I don't even think he was that close.
No, I don't think he was
So-
either. I saw his knee go down. I said, no.
But I haven't seen a measurement this year yet. We haven't done a measurement. But that was a great.
There's always a first.
Mike, did you get the guy? Did you get the official? Did you get the wide shot, or did you get it in the zone? Okay, good. So we're learning something. That's how.
Take over.
One thing, Mike Rappiano for his excellent camera work tonight.
That's how you keep it straight. There's really no. Like, you can't make sure that initial marker is in the exact same spot unless you take the clip, put it on the line over there, and then put it on the line. You're hoping that DPW, and we trust DPW, made the line straight. If they didn't make the line straight, then the whole thing's off.
Would
But
that be an advantage or disadvantage for the home team? Nice run to the outside. Oh, nice run. He gets to the outside. He's got some blockers out in front. Just knocked the blocker out of. Oh, nice run.
Forced out of bounds
Forced out of bounds by number 3, Jake Caprio.
by Jacob Jones.
Nice run by Washington. Boy, he picked up some steam, and he wasn't going to be taken
and
down.
he's very enthusiastic in the huddle now. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
You're right. You run up the sideline. Don't just run out of bounds. Welcome to contact, and they fire up the sideline too.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about the extra 4 or 5 yards he got. It's about the enthusiasm on the sideline now.
There's a referee's timeout in the field. Let's see what it is.
Looked like a official's timeout.
Looks like they told number 11 to get off the field. He must have been an injury or something, but they definitely stopped the
Did
clock.
his helmet come off?
I don't
Maybe his
know.
helmet popped off? I
Number
didn't
11.
notice.
Good. I don't know. They didn't say
All right, so that was the first play from. That was the first offensive play,
for this drive.
and all right. So Ace
Man
is
in
low
motion.
here.
They go back to, oh, nice. Shot the gap beautifully.
Tackle in the backfield. For no gain.
Yeah, it just
That's
took too long for that little exchange to develop.
16,
Ross Trubig getting on the stop. That was a nice play by
And,
Trubig. He
yeah,
really shot
Ross
that
was
gap.
able to just shoot the gap, get in there, and then that little hesitation with the fake
Right.
second,
did Rockville wrong on that one. So anyway, good.
a little over 10.
Once
Good
that guard
stop.
pulled,
Maybe 10 on the
Jake
foot
was right in that hold.
Yeah,
That's
chase
key.
that guard. Yeah.
For the Rams.
Quarterback is Ramsdale.
Oh.
That looked like an Eagle procedure. He's got some room in front of him. He's going. Nice tackle. He's still on his feet. That's Matt.
Number 2.
Hey,
Jack 9.
your enthusiasm and your optimism was great there. Nice tackle. He has not been tackled,
He has
Tom.
not been tackled.
He has not yet been tackled. But Jack hang on for dear life. And you know what? If you're there and you end up on the ground and you're rolling around on a guy's ankle, just hang on and expect and trust your teammates are going to get you to help out.
Right.
Don't let go.
Just hold on and wait for the cavalry to come, right?
That's right.
For Rockville.
Okay, first down. Ball is resting at just about at the 10-yard line. Inside handoff. Again, that's Washington. It's got some good speed inside. It's going to be close to the goal line. Let's see where they mark it.
I don't know if that was Washington. Is that number 8 this time?
Yeah, number 8 is Gordon.
It's hard to see from here.
Yeah, it's really,
The
and
9s, the 8s, the 3s.
Right.
We're getting old.
especially from this far away. So
I'm going to bring the binoculars.
There you go.
Text me next time to bring the binoculars.
Exactly.
It's actually helpful.
It is. Especially when you have old eyes like ours. Well, old eyes like mine,
Yeah.
becoming old eyes like yours.
All right, Ramsdale's the quarterback.
Yeah,
Number
Ramsdale's the
8
quarterback.
Okay, so Gordon and number 11
it's
wasn't
Mapp.
listed on the
Mapp.
roster.
Oh, there's
gotta make that.
they had him in the
Gotta make
backfield and they
that.
let him go. Touchdown. Oh, that's too bad. We had him in the backfield and he was able to bounce off. So that makes our score right now 13. They will be kicking the extra point. Because now, if you're up by at this point, you're up by 13. Is there any reason to go for the 2?
No, I don't
If
think
you
so.
got a kicker who
no,
kicked
No, they're kicking. They're a kicking team. Get the point. Don't go chasing,
Rainbows.
If they miss an extra point, you don't even chase the extra point if you got a good kicker until you need to.
Right. So here's the extra point attempt. And again, it's hard to see this player's number because his hair is over it. I wish I had that problem. And it's good. It's good. Boy, just made it through the uprights.
Yeah, the first one was just the same way, right?
Right.
Just barely through the uprights.
So with 5 minutes and 15 seconds, Rockville has turned out to a commanding 14-0 lead. So you're the coach now. You're Coach Sullivan. You've seen what's going on so far in the game. We got 5 minutes and 15 seconds. What's your strategy now in this next series of plays?
Well, the game's just started. I think you still try to stay in your game plan. Defensively, we got guys in position to make tackles. Didn't make the tackles. That was a nice little drive, but we also made some decent plays on D. So just trust the D, stick with that game plan. But offensively, it's not a time to throw in the towel. It's not a time to try to run the clock out. We still have 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Your focus here is nothing matters. Nothing that has happened matters. Right now, it's get a return and get a score, make it 14-7, and then we'll have a conversation about where to go from there. So that all you have to worry about is this next drive.
Because that's basically what happened last week against Capital Prep. They ran up the score in the first quarter, and then we came back gradually, and we went into halftime with 17-15, and we should have been up.
Like I said, same thing as last week is get your field position, get first downs. Just you can't win the game. Oh no!
Is there a fumble?
You can't turn it over. That's one thing. Yeah.
Oh, fumble. Larrabee with a carry. He's fumbled, and Rockville will take over. Okay, well, that's a different scenario.
Well, an interesting strategy on the kickoffs here is that kick it to guys who aren't used to catching the ball.
The up people.
Yeah.
The up guys.
I mean, they've kicked it all over the field.
Right, but to the up guys.
Yep.
Which is interesting.
Jack
the up players.
caught one on the when there was a penalty. So
Right.
the kid can kick it anywhere he wants. And they had him kick it deep that time. But that kind of thing is costly. That's not. You just wanted to, like I said, get the ball, get a first down. But now
there's a hand off the map inside. He's mapping his way around. There goes Map down the sideline. This kid can fly. And he's off to the races.
So we're gonna get a holding call.
Map.
We're gonna get a holding call.
Is there a flag in the play?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It'll be 10 yards. It'll be first and ineligible man down. Wait, is he waving or is he
How can it be ineligible?
It's holding. No, it's holding.
Ineligible man down.
He was going like this. Tom.
Okay.
No, okay. I'm gonna explain. He was going like this, but he was actually waving. But
so you can have an ineligible player
no,
downfield.
You cannot.
On a
no,
run.
You can't.
All right. Okay.
But that's why I said it with a quizzical tone in my voice, which was, is that ineligible man downfield? I didn't say it quite as dramatically.
All right.
But the guy who threw the flag was going like this.
All right.
And this is, see this?
Yeah.
When you wave,
That's
it's ineligible man. We need to do a cutaway. We need to do a cutaway from the camera. So I said, ineligible man downfield. No, he was just waving.
Okay, so I wasn't as dumb as I thought I was.
Right. You
Probably
are not,
dumber.
You are not that dumb.
Okay, thank you for verifying that. Would you tell my wife that?
Yeah. All right.
So
all right.
now we got
So what a difference. All right.
What a difference.
So it should be first and 20.
Right.
And the box says,
it says second. Quick pitch out to the outside. Good. They got to make those initial tackles and stay with them.
All right, now we have second and 14 here, and they got third on the box. It's not third down.
Yeah, that's wrong. So it should be second. It's showing third over there.
Are the officials going to take care of that?
I hope so.
Because they're going to forget too.
Right.
There you go.
Okay, there it goes. Now they're putting it back to two. So in that stop was Logan, Ryan, and Ketterman.
It's like balls and strikes. Even pros have counters, right? Because you got to focus on the balls and the strikes. You can't worry about the downs. There were a couple of college games. What was it, Colorado back in the 80s or 90s who got 4 downs and they won like a big bowl game? That looked like an
There's the
early
handoff. There goes number 5, Osborne.
So like we said at the intro, we're going to find out if we can stop the run tonight. And then they have a few more weapons than Capital Prep had.
Yes, they sure do.
So
they've got a whole array of running backs. You got Osborne, you got Mapp, you've got several of them. And Ramsdale's an excellent quarterback. We haven't seen him throw yet tonight. People obviously they haven't had to. So 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think if you're going to see, so if they're going to go, so look at us. We're going to go. We're going to try to put 7 in the box.
Okay. So they got 2 wideouts to the right, singles
No,
right up the middle. Oh, nice tackle. Let's see who made that tackle. That was number 7. I'll tell you, Larrabee. They got a lot of bang for the buck.
Right at the down marker. Let's see if they give it to him here. Or it's going to be 4th and short. Oh, another measurement.
Yeah. So down,
Okay.
okay, let's see if.
All
yeah,
right,
but
so
you
if
know
you
they're
went-
going to go for it.
If you went and got popcorn,
In case you ain't got popcorn.
I know, but I'd rather make them have to go for it, Tom.
No
than-
kidding. Oh,
than,
absolutely. Give it to him. All right, let's see. Here comes the measurement.
All right, so they're going to call, they're going to call timeout, and they're going to. We get to see the clip again.
We're gonna
All right,
see
so
the clip again.
The side judge is going to go. He's going to mark the clip
and here
on
they
the
go.
35-yard line. He's going to come out with it, trusting that DPW did it.
You're putting a lot of pressure on the
Did
DPW.
no,
man.
they're good. They crushed this.
No, oh, no, it's 4th down.
It is 4th down. Okay.
Now, Pete, I don't think there's any question this is going to be a quarterback sneak. I mean, he's a
I
big
don't know.
kid.
I don't know. Because they come out of the shotgun. If he
Yeah.
goes under center, I would agree with you.
Or they're going to go to Map because he's a strong runner.
But I mean, it's not like they've gotten a lot of negative yards on
Right,
the rushes.
right,
so
exactly. Well, let's
we'll
see.
probably be man to man, no safety. We probably won't even walk a linebacker.
Let's
Maybe
see.
they'll do a hard count.
Maybe. Let's see if Rams though. They're not obviously not going to do a quarterback sneak. At least that's not the way it appears because he's not under center. I'd give it to.
No, did
Nope,
we
they're
get a
gonna-
false
yep.
start there? Yeah, just a straight.
Oh, there he goes
straight
out to
off
the
edge.
outside. Jack Nye's the last person. Jack's still on him. Nice tackle by Jack Nye. Nice run by Map. I'll tell you, Map has got some legs.
Saving tackle. And there's a first down for the Rams.
Oof.
So split box out of the shotgun, and they can go either way with it.
Right.
That was just a straight lead off tackle.
Looks like it's on the
The left side halfback just went up and blocked the edge. And
All right, so it's first and goal at the. Looks like about the 5-yard line.
first and
Map in the
goal
map in the
from
backfield with Ramsdale. There's a man in motion. There's a fumble. Get
that's
on
what
it.
we need. We need a break like that.
Oh,
And
that's
all right,
oh, that was a break we could have used.
Fumble on the snap.
But coming in quickly on that for Morgan
Quickly to cover
was
it, but
Casey
the
Corrigan.
Covered by the
No,
Rams.
no, was that Cademan?
Second down and
Ca-
goal.
oh, Well, Caterman, no, it's the it was Luis Mendez, number 75. What?
Who tried to get that fumble?
Yeah.
No. That kid was flying. Louis on the sideline. Louis on
No,
the
no, he just came out. He just came out.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right, Louis.
At least that's what the number appeared for here. All right, so this brings up. Can't see the yards marker from here. It's second down, timeout. Rockville.
Rams.
So second and goal from
From-
the 13-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like about the 13.
So I mean, the way that Rockville, when they snap the ball, looks like one of the halfbacks moves. Is like leaning and moving forward, right? It just looks.
That should be
bad.
Shouldn't that be an
I
illegal
don't know.
procedure?
You know, he. If you're breathing, you can breathe.
Yeah.
If you're leaning forward and you don't take a step, is that motion?
Now remember, they can't see you on TV.
I know. I'm demonstrating in the booth, and
So-
let me just say I'm doing a heck of a job.
You are.
Whether Tom thinks so or not, I'm doing a great job.
You're doing a great job.
demonstrating.
I understand.
But if you're watching the game, you probably noticed
Yes,
it. right?
definitely.
So
So keep your eye on the half. What
yeah.
Peter's saying, watch the halfback. He seems to be leaning, and that shouldn't that technically be a legal procedure?
It is. They're not calling it. So
No.
if they don't call it, it isn't. But it just looks bad.
Now,
You know-
yeah, I agree. Now, if you're the coach, wouldn't you go, make the officials aware of that and say, "Could
Yeah,
you guys keep
right.
your eye on that?"
You're right.
So let's see if Kevin does that. Okay, so now he's got the map
All
in
right,
the back.
so this is the pistol, and we got a up back on the right side. And
He's
he's
going
going to block
to pitch
across
out
formation.
to map.
and
This
he's-
kid he's got some power, but he's brought down nicely by Logan Ryan.
close
Logan
up.
Ryan
Logan
closed
Ryan.
it up
picking up
pretty
where he did
nicely.
last week.
One of the first to hit him.
So,
But Eric Knickerbocker, you could tell, the kids are well coached to run in the hole.
right.
They don't. That could have been bounced out. We closed up the hole pretty well, and they could have just bounced it outside, but he didn't. And it was a disciplined run. You had that kick out block coming across from the up back, and he
Read it
hit it. He tried to cut it up, but we filled it. So
So let's see what they do here. Again, first pass for today. Wide open in the end zone. Oh, he drops it. Boy, that was good for us because that was a beautiful pass.
Incomplete.
A little bit high.
It was intended
maybe
for Osborne.
A little bit back, but catchable.
Oh, absolutely. You would have caught that.
I would have caught that.
Absolutely. Hey, let's talk about what you're going to be doing this weekend. You're going up to Tufts, and you're going to celebrate the game between Tufts that you played over in Ireland. Let's talk about that later when we get a little more
Yeah,
time.
that'd be fun.
Ronaldo on the coverage.
Peter, tomorrow is going to be celebrating the Tufts Bowdoin game. It was actually played in Ireland. He'll
30
tell you
years.
about the whole thing.
30 years. Yeah.
30 years. Wow.
For the Rams.
Oh, boy.
You don't look that old, Pete.
All right, aces again.
Yep.
4th and goal here. This would be a nice.
This is huge. This is
be a
huge.
nice
Gonna
stop.
go again.
Overthrew
Oh,
it.
awesome
All right,
play.
so-
And he had Larrabee covering him, and he was much taller. So maybe that'll breathe some fire into our Morgan Huskies. Let's hope so.
And they will take over on down.
All right.
I think if Coach Knickerbocker had to do it over again, he would have run on 3rd down, and then given him a shot to run or throw on 4th down.
Huskies will begin on their own
But
9-yard
great stop,
line.
clutch stop,
First and
right?
10
Another big mistake,
Hurt him.
and I guess we'll call it another turnover. We had the punt debacle for a touchdown.
All right, let's see if they can get us back in this
But
game.
we're 50-50 on D. We've
Yeah.
stopped them half the time,
Right.
so let's just get it. First downs, Tom.
Man in motion. Tyler decides to keep it himself. No, that's Corrigan. Corrigan picks up maybe 2.
Carry, short gain,
And again, you can see, Pete, they are definitely keying on Casey Corrigan.
maybe a yard.
Renato was in motion. Now, it'd be interesting. They're keying on Corrigan so
Second
much,
and 9
and they're using that man in
for the
motion, that being
Huskies.
Renato, to mix it up a little bit. It'd be interesting to hand it off to Renato because they're keying off on Corrigan. Long ball, wide open. Jack Nye, nice catch by Jack Nye. He's got some running room. Beautiful throw by Tyler Baldwin. Nice catch by Jack Nye. Great catch, great throw, Pete.
Up to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do.
Right.
That defensive front is a very, very
Big.
good group
Yeah.
who are able to
Quick
fill
out.
their gaps.
Oh, they read that quickly. Those cornerbacks were not fooled. But again, it seems like those quick outs aren't as quick as they should be.
Well,
Seems like it took a little time.
first of all, if they're playing man free, which they weren't when Jack got free, there was a zone mix up.
Yeah.
But right now they're in cover 2. It looks like they're in a cover 2.
Baldwin back.
And when you're in cover 2, you have that
Oh,
corner.
nice catch. There's a
You got
flag in the
hold or
play.
something.
Probably going to be a holding call.
But
Was
if
that a
you're-
flag or was that a? Yeah, that was a flag. Nice catch by Renato.
If you're in cover 2 against our aces, you have 2 guys who are essentially on the line of scrimmage who can just read and go into, deal with the screens.
Right.
So,
But unfortunately, I think this is going to be a hold. Let's see. He's definitely looking towards Morgan. So that'll bring up with 1 minute and 42 seconds to go in the first period. Looks like Morgan will be looking at about a second and extremely long.
yeah, see, these are the situations that are hard to recover from. But you can't try to get it all. You
No.
got to get something like 12 yards would be great.
Maybe 24 yards.
Give yourself something where you can get to the 50 in 2 plays.
Right. Okay. Looks like they're the same coverage on defense. But you're right. They got 2 on 3 over here, or 3 on 2 rather. Oh, there they jumped. It's going to be
Help us out
encroachment.
a little bit. They're really
We'll pick
got
up
their
5.
hand in the ground and just pinning their ears back and ready to come after
Right.
Tyler.
You can see him growling.
So, but you have to mix up the snap count if you got teams trying to do that. And that's the third,
Long way to
fourth.
go
That's
for
the
the
4th
Yes,
penalty.
that's correct.
Penalty.
For encroachment. Look at that linebacker. He wants to shoot that gap. Watching that linebacker, he wants to come to the inside. Let's keep our eye on him. And he's. Oh,
They're
and,
continuing.
and that's the end of the first period with our score. Morgan Huskies 0 and Rockville 14. As difficult as it seemed at the beginning, Pete, only down by 14 going into the second period. This is where Morgan started to pick it up in the last game.
Well, they've already stabilized the game.
Right.
It was looking like it was going to get out of hand when we lost the kickoff, If had they scored there, it's 21-0. Now we're down 3, but that was as good as a touchdown, that stop. And now we just are in a position where we could be within striking distance. This is
Absolutely.
the penalties didn't help us having it. Let's add this one up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 27, it's 3rd and 27 or 2nd and 27 coming up.
Right. No, no, because we started off, I think we had 24 yards to go. Let's see where they marked this. Oh, maybe you're. Well, yeah, it's going to be.
You know, Tom, it's really hard to tell the difference between 24 and 27 yards. But the over/under right now for all you at home is 25.
Okay.
All right, place your bets.
That's right.
Place your bets.
Ball is on the Husky 30.
So we're on the 30. They have to get to the 47. So
Okay.
it's 24
They have to get to the inside of the M.
yards. You are exactly
It's only
right.
second down. So, like you said, you can't try to go for it all. Just pick up part of it now and then part.
Oh, and
Oh, there
that's-
goes.
so-
Oh, that hurts.
See, like
That
I
hurts.
said, 27 yards, Tom.
Oh,
Like I
boy.
said, 28 yards.
All right.
All right, it was 29
the net
yards.
result. The net result. I was
24,
going
now
gross.
it's 29.
5.
So that makes up for the 5 that we just lost with the encroachment.
So that's the going on 2 thing, right? So you come out of the huddle, we're going on 2, we got to keep them off balance. We can't let them just pin their ears back and come after us, and then we go offsides. This is high school football.
Here comes a strong rush. It's got a man open wide.
Oh, we got to stand his
boy.
feet. Got to stand his feet.
He had nice catch by Caprio.
All right, but that's
Jay
what we
Caprio.
wanted.
Yep. pick up a
It'd
little
be
bit.
nice if he was able to stand his feet, get a couple more, but
And
now,
I think, yeah,
if you get a 10-yard play here, you're in striking distance. So 3rd down,
I think that do on the ground.
be
He
nice.
slipped. But he had some running room ahead of him. No question, Pete. So Corrigan in the backfield with Baldwin. They got trips right. They got a single wide over to the left. We got an ISO over here on Jack. There's Corrigan. Oh, too bad. He threw a little bit off to his backside.
I know, but I could talk about that for half an hour too. The backs,
Well, just give me a
if you
1 second.
just run the backs on a straight line like that from the quarterback and he's running away, he's going to have to turn his shoulders and try to make an awkward
So
catch.
you got to lead him.
So, well, either you got to bubble that back and get it so his shoulders can get around and create a target, but running on a beeline right into the flat, it makes it an awkward angle to catch it.
I agree. Yeah,
So
that's,
Tyler actually did the best he could to throw it at him, but
that's a good point.
you can see how Casey would have had to make like this
Well,
diving.
they're going
back.
for it on 4th down. This is 4th and long. He's
All
got
right,
Jack.
Jack's
Oh, it's going to be
got it,
intercepted. Well, that was as good as a punt.
So now you gotta pay attention and make a play. Come on, Tyler.
That was number 16, Green. Green saw some green on that one.
It's usually, so Tyler was a linebacker last year. So when he's hunting a ball carrier, there's a good chance he's going to catch him. I was just rooting for him there to make the tackle. But
Now, what's the philosophy behind that, Pete? You got a long, you got to go a long way to get that 1st down. It's 4th down. What's the philosophy why you wouldn't punt on that situation?
For Rockville.
well, Tom, I think that it's 4th and long.
The Morgan
I mean, one of the
35.
things is if you think you can throw it down the field and get the pick and get a tackle, it's as good as a punt. I think that was part of the idea there. But like I said, it's not if someone's uncovered.
Host the Huskies
That's why I
on
always
that.
like to have an aces punt because
I see
if someone's
77
uncovered,
involved.
then
I see
okay, they're uncovered. You throw it down the field, maybe you get 20 yards. How much are you gonna get on a punt, right?
Right.
And then if everybody's covered and it doesn't look good, and and they're a threat, you don't have a returner, then you step back, kick the ball to nobody, and it's an easy cover. But
Gotcha.
I
Second and 4.
think we sold that pretty well to other teams. I think North Branford started doing that. I don't know if we're playing North Branford home or away this year. I think we're playing them home.
We are, yes.
And so we'll see how they do the punt, and maybe I'll talk more about it there.
Gets to the outside is Washington.
Larrabee
Nice
on
tackle
the
by Larrabee. I'll tell you, Larrabee,
He's-
for his size,
he's
he
all
comes up and does
over
some
the
serious
field.
hitting.
He made the tackle on the interception, right?
Right.
And then
Nice tackle.
I'll tell you, Pete, we're honored. We have the royalty, Nick Spaziani, and also Iris Dunham. And
Are
Iris
we-
is my go-to person for all the films we do.
are we interviewing them? What are they doing?
We're
they're going upstairs.
No,
They're
we're
going-
gonna talk to them
Oh,
in
we
just
are?
a moment
Oh,
when we
awesome.
get a quick timeout. If they,
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Iris is always in the other side of the camera. We got to give Iris some exposure tonight.
Well, you guys, yeah, we got a seat for them. I mean, they're royalty, Tom.
That's right, they're
We're gonna
royalty.
make them stand.
No, we're not going to make him stand. Nice. Oh, he stays on his feet and goes out of bounds. That's in about the. That's about what does it look like? The 6-yard line.
52 was the last guy to force him out. Aiden Staunton.
Looks like he's standing on the
No, stop.
9-yard line.
Nick stay too. Just,
Looks like
they're
it's-
So first and goal from the 9. Still got 9 minutes and 40 seconds till halftime, so there's still a lot of time.
I know. Well, the royalty always has to get see all their loyal servants before.
All right, we
There's
got
a
a
flag
hold
in the
here,
play. I
but
think it's going to be a
oh
hold.
man, that was a extra large hole to
Extra
run
large
through.
hole.
I mean, I think might have been untouched.
I think he was. And it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a hold on Rockville.
The official threw it confidently.
He what?
He threw that flag confidently.
He did. He
Like,
did.
he just whipped it in there. Never a doubt.
There was no hesitation there at all.
Right here, he ain't getting the job.
Okay, I want to put a camera on this fight.
He's cutting.
All right, Luke Bellinger enters the game for Corgan.
Yep.
Oh no,
No, that's
but Bellinger's in
that's
the game.
Alexander's into the game.
And I had the benefit of coaching Luke in the COVID
Oh,
year.
did you really?
And we did like a little agility thing to get sacks. He was awesome, just awesome. So let's keep an eye on him. See if he can
19.
make some noise.
Make some
on the
noise.
defensive line.
Send the man in motion. Looking downfield. It's quarterback Rams, though. He's got him open. The sliding catch. Let's see if they call it a catch or a trap. No, they're calling it a catch. Oh, I don't know. I think that was a trap.
Well, that's because you're rooting for Morgan, but I think it might have been a catch.
Oh, come on, Pete.
I
We got to be homer,
get
especially when we got.
I know. All right, I was
We
a
gotta make
trap.
sure we're-
Definitely a trap.
We're
Definitely
favoring Morgan. I mean, not often you have a royalty up in the
Of
press
course.
box.
Of course, we wanted.
I
to be
like
a
the,
trap,
the
but
royalties
it's about
shoes. Those are
300
really
yards
beautiful
away
shoes.
from us.
Appears to be about the 6.
All right, so it's second and goal. Ramsdale hands off the map. Oh, good tackle. Nice coming up on the
Okay.
outside.
Okay.
So it'll bring up third down. Let's see if they're obviously within striking distance right now.
All right, that was a good little pop from the corner.
It was good pop. Of course, it's third down. They're going to go for it on fourth down, obviously. Everybody's commenting
It'd
on
be-
the royalties. Beautiful shoes. Don't you like those?
Oh
Pete?
yeah. That, I think.
Oh, inside handoff. No. He stopped. He stopped short of the goal line.
Host the Huskies.
They're nice flesh-colored shoes. They go nice with the dress. So this is fourth down. Let's see if the Morgan Huskies can stop
Too
them.
big in there.
So
Schubeck was in the
it's
stop.
really the one. I mean, this is
Yeah.
third and
I don't know.
goal.
I go to map
Oh, it's fourth
number
and goal.
11.
It's fourth and goal.
That's what I said. Fourth and goal.
So we're still hoping for a turnover,
For a big
but
turnover.
we just got to make a play. Make a play. Let's hope they throw it. Let's hope they throw it. We want them to throw it.
Okay, Rams.
Oh, there you
this
go.
fumble. That's what you
There we
asked
got
for,
it,
and that's
yeah.
what we got.
Yep, we got it.
First down, Morgan.
Recovered by the Huskies.
That's what we needed, Pete.
Man.
All right.
It would have been nice to have the old snap over the head
Yeah.
or something like that.
That was great.
But I think we got it on the one. What do we have? Let's see where he is.
Take it
You
on the
spot
1 yard
it.
line. Okay, while they're setting up, I want to come over here quickly. We can come over here. Want to introduce you to royalty. This year's winner.
yeah, it's 3 yard
senior winner
line.
is Iris Dunham and her friend Nick Spaziani. Most of you have heard Iris in the back of the camera, like Mike Rappiano. And what an honor this is. Are you all excited for tonight?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
You're going to introduce at halftime.
Yep. Yeah, I'm nervous for that, but
Don't be
it'll be
nervous.
fun.
All the stuff you're doing. Nick, how about you? This is an exciting night for you.
Very exciting. I'm kind of just here supporting the queen.
Oh, he's from Queen. Yeah, no, I was told I have to call you royalty, right? As opposed to king and queen. So we're going to make sure we honor that royalty. But it's a great thing. It really culminates your senior year. You know, all the hard work you put in. And well, we looked at your resume, and this is awesome for you, Iris.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I didn't really, I mean, it was kind of like an impulsive thing. We didn't really plan ahead and like think about running, but can't believe we won.
Well, you ran and you ran and you ran and you ran and you run. And we wish you could get your running out there for Morgan tonight. We need a couple runs. But we'll be covering your introduction at halftime. So again, thank you very much. And again, thank you, Iris, for all you do. She's an outstanding student, outstanding person, and we really appreciate it. And Nick received an award for the American Legion. Congratulations on your award. What a team. So listen, good luck. See you on the field tonight, and best wishes. And thanks for all you do, Iris. Take care.
All right, quick update over here. The rain has begun to fall.
All
I
right.
hope all that pageantry was fun for you,
It was,
Tom.
it
Okay, I'm
was.
doing work over here.
All right, okay.
We have incomplete pass to start the drive, but then the rain started to fall. See the rain falling, Tom?
There's a flag already thrown in the play.
Flag already.
It might. I think it might be
Illegal
pass interference.
Well, illegal contact? Let's hope it's illegal contact. I don't
And
know.
let's hope it's for us and not for them. Oh, the rain's really starting to come down.
Yeah, I did not expect this.
Corrigan.
Then
The rain comes out of
completed a
nowhere.
pass to Jack Nye over the middle. Just barely got the first down. He was dancing a little bit. And now we have whatever's going to happen here.
Let's see what it is. I think it's going to be.
That
We
flag was
completed the
early.
pass.
was.
We got
Flag
like
was
an
very early.
8-yard
It's
gain,
against them. It's against Rockville.
and we're going to pick it up.
Oh, we had a lot of
We're gonna
inadvertent
decline
flags
it?
last week.
No,
No.
that was not inadvertent. He threw that.
Yep.
But I think we're declining it because it was a 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
I think it was illegal contact.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And I think it was again. It was on the
was
player guarding Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is going to make it hard. This is when your running game really has to pick it up. Tyler, long
Oh,
pass
how
downfield.
fast
Oh,
can
almost
we-
intercepted.
Long pass by
Nice throw by Baldwin.
This is where the towel game.
Right.
You got to pick it up. Your board's getting wet.
Oh my God.
Careful.
Don't want that to happen.
This is where the towel game comes up big because you can throw in the rain. You can do everything you need to do in the rain.
as long as the ball's dry.
Yes, as long as you have people working the sideline with towels, working the balls in. Sometimes though a wet ball can be good because it's
He's got-
easier to grip.
Oh,
I know that sounds counterintuitive, but
I agree.
if it's too dry out, sometimes it gets slippery in a different way. So
Yellow flag.
keep the towels, keep it dry, and the only time you can't throw the ball easily is the wind. The wind really affects throwing the ball.
I think this is going to be roughing the passer on Rockville. I mean,
Indications
Tyler got
are
nailed.
Roughing the passer.
Well, that helps us.
That's going to be a biggie.
Well, now this is the type of game you're glad you're in the press box.
Yeah, I am thrilled about that, but I'm also thrilled that if we can score here before the end of the half,
That would be great.
It's a 14-7 game.
Plus, it's a good thing for their psyche to know they scored on a good team in the rain. That's huge. So let's see if Tyler and the team can bring it through.
So trips in the boundary, a ton of space here.
Yeah, but now they put
Oh,
both men in
we're flipping
motion.
it. We're flipping it. No, they're just resetting.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right, so Jack ditches the gloves because
High snap. Corrigan has it. Corrigan keeps on going. He'll probably pick up with his grit and grind.
Casey
Probably picks up
Corrigan
2 yards, maybe
on
3.
carry, picked up a tough 2.
I want to see how many of these guys who are wearing towels actually use the towel that they're wearing to dry their hands.
Now, what about gloves? Does that help, P?
Second and 8.
So I
for Morgan.
I went to school in Maine,
Okay.
as we were talking about,
Right.
and when it got cold, I'd wear scuba gloves in practice, but I would never wear gloves
Oh.
in a game. Never wear gloves.
Tyler,
But the gloves are different now too.
Baldwin
that was good
pass.
pressure up the middle
Incomplete.
by Rockville. So that'll bring up
Third down.
third down.
Did you expect this rain?
No, I did not. I thought this is a perfect night for football.
I know it.
This
It
was
beautiful.
totally unexpected.
Beautiful sunset, and then
I know. Then boom. God, the one game my daughter Courtney's going to come to with her friend Drew and John, and look what happens. It rains. Oh, nice catch.
Gotta get the
that
first-
first down,
okay,
Jack.
good.
Nice pickup by Jack Nye. Nice throw by Tyler Baldwin. Nice pickup by Jack Nye. That was a great play by Jack because rather than just going down, he saw where that line marker was, and he picked up the first down. Great. Not only a good catch, but a good head on his shoulders. Definitely takes after Val. All right, let's see if we,
I agree.
hey, the way she sang the national anthem last week, she's got a lot of talent.
I know it.
Oh.
Yep.
Almost.
All right.
Oh, Jack's looks like he
Incomplete.
hurt his leg.
Intended
Boy,
again
that's
for
a
Jack
Little
Nye.
Charlie horse.
I think it's a Charlie horse. We can't afford to lose Jack. He's a number one receiver out there. Well, he seems to be working it off. They're keeping Jack in the game. So it's 5 minutes and 58 seconds. Second and about second
All
and
right,
10.
so we have 2 guys on the line.
Yep.
I mean,
Some big pressure coming. This is up there.
oh, that's
Oh, almost.
Pass
contact.
intended for you.
But I'll tell you what.
the formation made me nervous. Last
Yes.
week we got a big play, and then we had
Third and
ineligible
10.
because we
Morgan.
covered up. But here again, it looked like Jack was on the line, and then Jake steps up on the line. They're both on the line from our vantage point. But they must have communicated with the official.
Yes.
It only matters what the line judge thinks.
They're putting major pressure on Tyler Baldwin. Our offensive line is doing a great job. Look at Tyler. He escapes. Tyler tries to get to the outside. Nice.
Tyler
That was a nice tackle coming up from that linebacker position.
Manageable 4th and 6, though.
Yep.
I'll take it. 4th and 5 even.
Yeah.
Now, how about a hard count? How about a little hard
Yeah.
count? They're coming.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Let's see if we can drop.
Got to do the hard count.
Maybe we draw them off sides again.
Yeah. Okay, good. And then look for the play. So that was good. Do a little freeze, hard count.
And they're going to send everybody after
He
Tyler.
might do it again and call timeout.
Maybe.
Yeah, Coach Sullivan may call timeout here.
That's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
They're definitely trying to get him to go off
Yeah,
sides.
they're going to call timeout. Timeout. Yeah.
Call timeout. Yep. That was a good call, Pete.
Yeah.
Excellent call.
You just kind of got that sense that they have plenty of timeout. They got 3 timeouts, so might as well take one. The drive's very important. It's 4th down.
Right.
And try to draw them off.
Yep.
But, there's also, when you do that and it's just a freeze call,
In the first half.
the affect of the lineman, the affect of the quarterback, all that has to give the impression that you're going to snap the ball.
Right.
And I'm not saying we're not doing a good job. We drew them off 4 or 5 times.
Right.
But I think they knew there was no play called, and they behaved as such, and there was just no movement.
Right.
So that's part of the game too. But my favorite is when we freeze them like that, and then one of our guys goes off sides. I always like to say, like, what play were you running?
Right. Where was your mind?
We were not running a play, and then you ran down the field. What exactly were you doing? And then my next question is, what are you doing on all the other plays? Do you know what you're doing on the other play?
Yeah.
But we were disciplined enough to know that. I mean, it's pretty easy not to do anything when you don't have a play called.
Right. Right.
So and we did an excellent job of doing that. Three rounds there before he
That's
called
right.
timeout. So.
Well, let's see if they got a magic potion
they
right
got
here.
the play now.
Big pressure coming up the middle. Oh. That should have been pass interference.
Yeah, the coverage was tight.
Very
Coverage
tight.
was
Very tight coverage on Jack Nye.
Rams to take over on down.
All right,
I think-
so that you know what, we're moving the ball. Yeah, we had a roughing the pass and a couple penalties. We'll take it. Rockville's doing everything it can to help us out
Right.
by
First
making
down for
mistakes.
the Rams.
4th and goal on the 1 just totally helped us.
At
Oh,
their own
for sure. That
43
stopped
yard
on the
But
goal
right
line.
now, all that matters, going to halftime at 14-0 is a win,
For sure.
right? So let's just I think we're going to onside it to start
Yep.
the half.
Inside handoff.
Let's just make
This
tackles. Yeah,
map is
yeah.
this kid is a
We have to
strong runner coming to make that tackle.
You can't just throw your body at it. You're going to have to wrap up, stand your ground.
Staunton in on the stop. Number 52, Staunton. Aiden Staunton, nice stop. Looks like the rain is letting up a little bit, Peter.
Oh, yeah. A lot of it. Looks like it stopped. Oh, no, it's still going, but
Gotta look
yeah,
at the lights.
Definitely lighter, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy with an umbrella, so if it's raining, he forgot to put his umbrella up. Okay, they go. That's man in motion. That's number 9, Lexington. You got map slid out. They're going to go to the outside of the map. They should come up on that. Oh, nice play. Now, that's the type of situation where you wish he had caught the ball
Yeah.
because it wouldn't throw him for a loss as opposed to staying in.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was a smart play.
Third down.
Just let it go.
Right.
6.
So this is third. This is a big 3rd and 6.
Rockville.
Now, obviously, let's say they don't pick it up on this down. They're up by 14, and you're on the 50. You're on the 47-yard line. Would you go for it on 4th down, or would you punt it away?
So if they get 0 yards,
Yeah.
punt it away. If they get 5 yards and it's on the other 47-yard
Then you go
line
for
or
it.
48-yard line, then you hard snap it, right? You do something like we
Oh,
try to do.
wide
but it's
open on the
irrelevant
outside.
now.
That's
And there's a roughing the
immaterial.
passer.
It's gonna be roughing the passer.
Ay,
Yeah.
ay,
Stop
ay.
made by
And now, yeah, there's a
Larrabee.
Yeah, they're gonna call a roughing the passer on. Coach Sullivan wants to be happy
We
about
also
that.
have a
It's going to be on Bellinger.
there on
Roughing the passer.
So they'll tack 15 onto that.
Oh boy. Well, that was definitely a mute point we were trying to discuss whether
Yeah.
they'd go for it in fourth down.
Yeah, I really got into it though.
I know you did. You were giving
I
excellent
did my
commentary.
best to decide whether or not. So you get if you get it less than 5 yards,
Right.
come with the line, right? Hard count. We used to do one. We had one play where we send the quarterback in motion,
First down.
Really?
and and make it look like he was confused, and then snap it to the running back, a direct snap, and run the play while the defense is on their heels.
In just a second, I want to ask you a question about that. That was something I noticed last week in a pro game that was rather interesting for the fans watching it. Ramsdale looking
I
downfield.
can't wait to hear what the question is.
Oh, he's opening the side. Let's see if Larry can get over there. Oh, definitely height advantage goes to number 11.
All right. Well, they scored.
Mappin', they
They
scored the
scored too
touchdown.
quick. They scored too quick.
And that ball stayed up in the air a long time, Pete.
3:31. We can come down.
Oh, we can. Absolutely.
And now the win is to get a score. You can't worry about what just happened.
So Hap definitely
Get a good return, get in good field position, and get a couple first downs, and we'll have a shot at the end zone. That's all you can worry about.
Right.
So you never,
agree.
you're
never out of
the
it until you're
game
out of it.
plan's not terrible.
What was that saying Yogi Berra had?
80%
No.
is 90%.
It's never over
So yeah.
until the heavy person sings.
Oh, okay.
There's a successful tennis coach walking by right now.
That wasn't one of his best ones,
Oh, that was. I think that.
That wasn't one of his best quotes.
No.
For the PAT.
If you see a
Was
fork
it
in the road,
90% of the game? 90% of the game is 50% mental. Something. What?
Rockville.
I like the one. If you see a fork in the road, take it.
Take it. Yeah.
Morgan Huskies 0.
So with 3 minutes and 31 seconds in the second period, 20-0 in favor of Rockville. In
So Tom, you went with 2 bottles of water tonight. What's the deal?
No, one was for Mike. I want one for Mike and one for Dennis. I think.
So I drank 2. I drank Dennis's.
Well, Mike's got his.
Oh
here.
well, what are you gonna do?
Dennis, do you want a bottle of water? What, sir? Do you want a bottle of water? Okay. We're making sure we take care of the voice of
Dennis is busy. Why are you
voice of the
engaging Dennis? He's busy. He's
I know.
he's
just trying to take care of the voice of the Huskies. All right, so back to receive.
All right, a little confused. So here's another thing we could talk about is injuries on offense and defense,
Right.
and then substitutes on special teams. In small
Davis.
schools, and just absolutely
I know.
Sean Davis.
put that down as a topic.
That's right. So Deshaun Davis back to receive with Jack Nye. We need a good little run back here. Again, they go to the up back, but that up back's a heck of a runner. That's Casey Corrigan. Casey Corrigan, he's got some running room.
Just
Nice
what they
run by
needed.
Casey. That gives us a good field position.
About the 49 of the Huskies.
This would be great if we could push it in here, Pete, to go in the halftime. With that, again, that when you think about it, these kids, a lot of it is psychological. And if you go in down 21 or 20 points, as opposed to going in with 7 left, that has an effect on your mind. Would you not agree?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I think most of the skills just want to make plays. Like, they want catches, they want plays. Tyler wants to make plays. And so everyone's just doing their job. So it's not that much of a head game, except for the quarterback, right? The quarterback might feel pressure, but especially in the first half. Like, just make some plays. Get some first downs. Don't worry about the score right now.
Exactly.
You can't control that. What you can control is getting a first down.
Oh,
That's-
there's motion. That's going to put us back 5. Logan Ryan was a little anxious. But you can't fault Logan Ryan. He's played a great game, both offensively and defense, today and last week. So into the game now for Morgan is Renato.
And 15.
Griffin Renato. Out of the game comes Jones, Jacob Jones. But I'll tell you, number 11, Hap, he's on all over the field. Excellent ball player. Here comes Tyler. Good pressure being applied. Just get rid of it. Oh. Now with that wouldn't be grounding, correct? And it's not a fumble because it was thrown ahead of him.
Yeah, but why didn't they blow it when it hit the ground?
Yeah, I know.
On action, let's see what the call is.
That can't be a fumble.
Bouncing around.
Wouldn't you agree? That ball, it was.
And he's
they're
gonna
throwing a penalty.
He's going to call grounding.
Oh boy, that's not good. They're going to call intentional grounding.
Yeah,
Yep.
So where do you see this penalty?
Intentional
Because
grounding.
he dropped
Morgan.
20 yards. It was a 20-yard drop,
Yes.
and now they're going to march off, I think, 5 yards more,
Right.
and loss of downs.
That's right. Boy, that
So-
hurts. That hurts.
Grounding is a pretty devastating. Well,
But there was a player in the area of the
the
ball.
ball just never. It didn't reach the line of scrimmage. It never. He would have had to throw it 20 yards to reach the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, but it's not. That's
Comes that
not.
pressure again. Oh, that looked like pass interference. He was all over Jack before he even had a chance to get the ball.
Got to catch it.
Right.
Went through his hands.
Yep.
Jack's disappointed by that one. I don't have to criticize him. I think he's disappointed.
No, very disappointed.
But I appreciate you. I appreciate when we're sitting in our living room watching the game that, Mr. Foster said it was pass interference, and he'll tell me, yeah,
it was pass interference. Good job, Jack. And Jack's playing hurt. You can see Jack's limping during the changing the plays.
Well, if you think about the way our offense is, almost every play is a wind sprint,
Right.
and they are just running wind sprint after wind sprint.
And the pressure they're applying on Tyler is just unbelievable. But, boy, I'll tell you, our offensive line is doing a good job. Stout and Morgan Ketterman. It's got nice catch by Morgan. Oh, again, it's hard to maintain your balance when you're spinning like that.
Yeah.
Plus the field's wet.
The field's wet.
But that was a great catch. So still,
Casey makes some great catches, but the play, that little swing route, the angle. If we were to draw it, if you could see the whiteboard that I'm writing on, I'm writing on a whiteboard. If you're running away from a ball and you throw it, that Willie Mays catch is very difficult. So he's not going to catch it over his head because it's on a line, and so he has to open up his shoulders while basically essentially run backwards.
Right.
So it's very hard to keep your balance. He does a great job of it, but I'd like to see a little more depth on that route so he can square his shoulders and open up that target like I was saying before when it happened before on the right side.
Now let's go back to the question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
You mentioned that when you were coaching, sometimes you'd send the quarterback in motion.
Yeah.
And, of course, you're a huge Giants fan. Now, if you look back at last week's game, Jones went out with an injury, and yet they were short on quarterbacks, so they had Saquon Barkley taking the snaps.
Yeah.
But they still kept Jones in the game. And people are saying, why are they keeping him in the game? Doesn't it have something to do with the headset that he's wearing? Because they're calling the –
Is that what they said?
One of the commentators said the reason he's in there is so he can call the plays in the huddle because he has the play in his ear.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because in order for Saquon Barkley, they'd have to change helmets. Of course, they don't fit. So that's an
Or
interesting
they'd have to have a signal.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so all the quarterbacks would have a headset. They don't have a backup. The Giants don't have a backup quarterback.
Well, if they did, they didn't put – well, you know better than me. I'm a Patriots fan. So let's see. Long first down. Let's see. He launches
So
it.
he's got to make a play. We need a play made.
If Jack could have just come back for that, but it still would have been short of the first down.
All right, so now they're going to take over on downs deep in their
Oh, boy, deep in their own end zone. I mean, deep in their own line. Now, again, Pete, why wouldn't you punt? Especially with that pressure that's being applied up the middle. Why wouldn't you punt? Because now they're given excellent field position.
I'm going to have to rethink of my previous answer, right? So chuck it up in the air, interception, make a tackle. Okay, what else did I say? I don't remember. But I could go back to the philosophy of we'll go for it if we have an open player, not just come out in offense, right?
Okay.
But you're right. It's a challenge on
Sure
fourth
is.
and long like that.
And on your own 20.
But how did the punt work out for us, right? So that's
They didn't punt.
Yeah, we
there's
did.
a score. Boy, that hurt.
We did punt. Remember?
Yeah, once.
So, and it did, and they scored a touchdown.
Right.
So, I think that might have something to do with it.
Right. Well,
Okay. All right.
So now we're down right now 26. They're going to be kicking the extra point. So you're the coach. Now you're going down. You're going to the locker room with either a 20. Well, again, there's still 2 minutes and 32 seconds, so they could still hopefully come back and score before they happen. The
Well, games
Heavens
like
have
these.
not been.
So there's two things going on, right?
Okay.
Right now you have a 2 minutes and 32 seconds, 2 timeouts to go. Hopefully we can start the same field position we got last time.
Right.
That's what we needed.
And it's good. Boy, he just makes that by the hair in his chinny chin. Wow.
And that's going to make the score 27.
It'd be nice to go back to when they fumbled on the goal line
Oh,
right? And
I
and
know.
we had a couple nice plays. You interviewed the Royal Court.
I know.
We were feeling good about it. And then if we score there, Rockville is on the hot seat, right? They're scrambling. They're wondering what they're going to do. And then
2.5 minutes
a couple
to go
mistakes
here in
later,
the first half.
Well, I was
it's
hoping
20. It's 27.
7-0.
Oh, here's that 7. The
Yeah.
the notorious 7.
Looks like a 3.
And the scoreboard.
We do have a little halftime.
Well, I was hoping the royalty would have brought us luck.
I know.
Going
know?
on here.
Well, they were. You not announcing the game was going really well for Morgan. You not
So does
talking.
that mean you don't want me to announce the game?
Well, I just think you should get more guests. Okay, and I'll sit here and watch and
All
get
right,
ready.
we'll get JP up here. We'll talk to JP.
All right, no, you're not a jinx. You're a gift, Tom. So,
All right,
so look, it's the same philosophy here. Let's get a score,
Royal.
and if for us, if we can score in a minute and a half, then we get an outside kick
Right.
before the halftime when we outside kick it again. So
All right, it's going to be taken by.
get good
Yep,
field.
Oh,
That's not what we want.
Don't go.
No.
Shoot. Well, that didn't go according to your script. They sort of
Shuffled around a little bit.
that was number
Finally
23 to Sean
recovered
Davis,
To Sean Davis.
and that's not what Kevin Sullivan had written up on the playboard.
Let's get 3 first downs and take a couple shots.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. Some positivity going in the locker
Right.
room.
Sorry.
And coach,
The problem with throwing the ball every time, too, in this situation, is that the clock doesn't run and they get the ball with great field position, right? And so maybe they'll.
what a pessimist.
Okay, now I'm the pessimist. You're right.
Like Morgan starting
Number-
on about the 13
Number
yard
15,
line.
number 59, Spalding makes a good pickup of the
10
kickoff.
for
The
2
tee.
minutes,
Nice pickup by
27
Spalding on the
seconds.
picking up the tee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was
Ball
good
in the
hustle.
back. He's looking out for Casey. Oh, they've got that play read all day long.
Pass complete to
And
Corrigan.
Corrigan gets
No,
nailed.
Incomplete.
He was a Rockville
And,
sandwich on that. Let's hope Casey's all right. He might have gotten the wind knocked out of him, but he's down. They take his helmet off. Oh boy, this is one injury that we really don't need at this point.
Casey
He
down.
and Tyler, that backfield, they're the key to this game. And the receiving core, Caprio and Nye and Jones. Boy, this is not good news. With 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go. They're all taking a look at Casey. Let's hope he's okay. Still flat in his face. But he just got nailed. And you could hear that hit all the way up here, Pete.
Yeah, that was well defended. I didn't love the celebration
Right.
when the player. I don't love that so much.
I don't either. Right.
Um,
But everybody's on their knee hoping that Casey's going to be okay. Now, is there a trainer out there helping him? Okay, at least he's turned over. Looks like he's up, at least sitting up. That's a good sign he's sitting up. He might have just got his bell rung, too. And of course, there's so much.
yeah, the term "getting your bell rung" is different now than
Yeah.
it was.
And I'll tell you what, that whole concussion thing has really caused a lot of stir in the National Football League after Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, what do you think about that? Him going back in the game after experiencing what appeared to be a concussion. That was a tough one, don't you think?
You know, I'm not a doctor, and there was a doctor there who made a decision
Who subsequently got fired.
and then got fired. So there was a penalty for that, for allowing that to happen.
Right. Well, it looks like Casey walked out of his own accord.
Well,
But I got a question for you, Pete.
Second down.
You know, you're the team coach. Okay, you basically have the
Ball
say over everything. You
14
listen
for
to your
the Huskies.
doctors. How much of an input do you give the player when he goes, "Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm okay." I mean, it looks like Tua really sort of sold that, and not to his advantage.
Yeah, that a lot of players will do that. That's why having a trainer and a doctor on the
Wide
sideline.
open is Jack Nye, and there you go. There's that first down you were talking about. What a better person to do it than your son, Jack Nye. Nice throw by I'll tell you, the offensive line is really doing a great job protecting Tyler, and they're holding their own against much bigger team. You got Farrell, who's doing a great job out there. You also have number 66 Bellinger, Logan.
I know they just got called for holding.
Oh, are you kidding me?
There was a penalty
Sure.
for holding.
holding on Morgan.
So I gotta hand it to you, Tom. I mean, you were saying wonderful things about that offensive line while there was a flag on the ground and they're marching it off. But it's a testament to the quality of human you are. You're a wonderful human. I'm sorry.
I try to read the best in
I'm
there.
sorry you're going down the whole offensive line list, and everybody else in the stadium is watching a holding call.
But I didn't say who the hold was on.
No, you didn't. I don't know. We don't even know.
I mean, up to that point, they were holding their own.
Oh, jeez.
And they still held their own. It's just they held their own. Or actually, they held Rockville.
All right, so
Oh, boy. Third and about 6 miles.
So first down was Corgan's thing. Second down was Jack's, but it was holding?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, it was holding.
41 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Okay.
See a lot of kids coming out in their pajamas.
So it should only be second down.
That's what I thought. Let's see. Well, it's showing second on the clock, but we got to talk to the
Is that
yards
second
mark
quarter?
over there. The linesman
Hey,
over there.
Marty, you got second down? Or?
Let's see.
I think it's
They're
second
showing
down.
3. The scoreboard's showing 2.
I think they're having a conversation about it right now.
Hey, Marty.
It's a penalty.
Marty, is this second or third? Is this second down or third down? They're showing 3. Scoreboard's showing 2.
No, that's quarter.
I'm sorry. Yeah, third. It's third. Oh, that's right. It's a quarter. Really, some great commentary tonight.
Well, it rained.
I know. Really.
So we're not going to be expected to be on our A game when it's raining out.
There's no excuse. You got to come to play,
Poor Channel 3. They're
Poor
out in the rain.
Yeah, poor Channel 3. Their guys are out in the rain.
Valley Shore's in the VIP suite.
That's right. That's where
And
royalty belongs.
Channel 3 has to go.
Oh, Tyler's got to get out of that. Oh, nice run.
Tyler.
Well,
Baldwin
another holding.
came out of that end zone and got
Nice.
out to
Almost a little altercation afterwards. But he picks up some positive yardage.
Well, let's talk about the altercation.
Yeah, really.
Tyler.
A minute 35.
Tyler dances up the sideline, gets shoved out of bounds. Another guy comes and hits him out of bounds, shoves him out of bounds. And then Seamus Staunton comes over and makes sure we aren't doing anything else.
That's right. Good job by Seamus.
All right, so we have 4th and 9.
Yeah. They're going for it. They've got to complete this, or else we're going to give Rockville some big opportunity. I think that. Oh, was that us that jumped?
Well, we definitely moved.
Yeah. Oh, it's illegal procedure against us. So that's going to bring up. Now, you still going to go for it when you're on your own 4-yard line?
Well, after what happened to start the game.
Well, let's see.
But I think we may get a punt
I think we're going to
here.
punt. Tyler's
Okay.
coming out of the game.
fourth down for the Huskies.
Let's just get a good boot here. But finally, cooler heads prevail for you, Tom.
That's right. Seamus Staunton will be kicking out of his own end zone. They're going to be sending the troops after Seamus.
Own end zone.
All right, that'll work. Takes a nice bounce. All right. This is positive yardage for us.
All the way to about the 47-yard line.
All right, so to bring up first, and let's see, it's about the 47-yard line.
So the last two drives, they threw it immediately. Right? They figured they're going to have to score fast. We'll throw it, stop the clock if it's incomplete. My mouth is watering here for an interception. Right? That might be our best offense right now. Just get an interception. They are not on defense. Their offense is out there.
Yeah, but Pete, you're up by 27 points. Well, you're gonna throw it.
I'm saying the last two drives they threw it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So does it look like they're taking a knee here? And we'll see.
No.
So they got trips into the boundary.
Yep.
And last year also.
It's a man of motion. That's number 16.
Yeah, they're going to chuck it because yeah.
They want to. Oh, look at him! What a wide open. Oh, well, you were right, Pete.
Yep. No, so that's three series in a row that they're going to throw, and it's the right thing to do because you are you stop the clock. You got 1:15. It's not like you have an infinite amount of time.
Right.
But I would have liked us to play pass defense there to get a pick.
Right. Exactly.
But they run that little wheel, and
that wheel worked. They wheeled right into the end zone in that one. So now Rockville goes up 33-0, and we'll be kicking the extra point. So you can see the air has come out of the balloon here right now.
Yeah, well, I'm having some flashbacks over here from 2019. We went up to Rockville. You know, Bill Romanowski played at Rockville High School.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. And they returned a punt. They returned a kickoff. But we managed to score 14 points before the end of the game with a bunch of sophomores. So last year's team were sophomores.
Wow. All right.
And we'll see if we can just put something together. But
Let's hope so.
here we are
We're
with a
down
minute
by
15. I mean, 5 minutes left. We got the ball down 14-0.
Really? Wow.
That was when you interviewed. You interviewed the court with 5 minutes left in the half.
I know.
And now it's 45 minutes later.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Both teams have had 3 drives.
Right. These are tough. These are tough games to announce.
Yeah.
Because you really want Morgan to win so bad. And hey, my hat's off to the kids from Rockville. They're playing a heck of a game. Very impressed by some of these runners.
Back to receive is Jack.
And it's going to go to. Finally, they kick to the back. It's going to be Renato with the ball. Nice run by Renato. So 1:09. Excuse me. Number 11 for you.
Where is that gentleman? Over here, sir.
It is Matt. All right, so let's see. 1:09. Whoops. There she is.
So what's the status with Casey Corrigan?
I don't know. I'm looking at the bench.
He's not out there.
He's just sitting there.
So Larrabee is playing running back.
Who are you trying to get attention of?
We have Julie Mendez in the studio, like completely. What are you doing?
Oh, nice
you
catch
are
by
violating
Peter
my
Nye.
personal
Jack
space.
Nye, nice catch, Jack.
He's calling Jack Peter.
I know.
This
You
is
got me all
totally
upset.
disruptive,
You got me all
Julie.
upset. Thanks, Julie. You got me all upset.
First down for the Huskies.
So the 50-50 raffle is happening.
Looks like you're going to
Are
be
you
buying dinner
selling
tonight.
or or giving? Are you? It's not even halftime, and we're doing the 50-50 raffle. Wow.
There goes the outside. It goes to Caprio. That was a nice pass to Jack. But he did it with such elegance in that last pass before this one. He reminded me of you
Oh.
with such competency.
Yeah. All those games you watched me play.
That's right.
All right, 38.2 left.
38 seconds left to go.
So what do you have in your bag with 32 seconds to go and down by 30
Well, they're
seconds?
going to keep a safety deep so that nothing crazy happens. So you have to. Oh,
Taken down quickly is Staunton.
Seamus Staunton on that reception.
I love the route Larrabee was running.
Right. How would
He
you
ran a
describe
little
Larrabee's
wheel.
route?
He ran a little wheel. No one picked him up, but Tyler had already thrown it.
Third down
We'll see if they can get him free.
for the Huskies.
I think Tyler's got to take a shot in the end zone. Okay, we're switching up here. Now they think the trips go left as opposed to right. Here comes that pressure applied by Rockville.
You know,
And, Jack takes a real hit by Map. I'll tell you what, Map's had a great game. Number 11.
that's the
On
half.
offense. And that's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen, with our score.
With the score, Rockville Rams 34, Morgan
34 to nothing.
0.
All right, so now you're going into halftime, Pete. You got to get these kids pumped up to come out in the second half. What are you telling them?
Onside kick, guys. We're going to do an onside kick to start the half. That'll fire them up.
Just take it one play at a time, right?
And, right. So get the onside kick and get a drive. And get an onside kick, get a first down. And then we'll talk. So, I mean, anyway. We could do a halftime thing if you want.
Okay, now we're gonna. Usually we'll take a break for halftime, but we're gonna cover the halftime.
Huskies, are you ready?
So let's look at, and you'll see my friend Iris Dunham. I'm so proud of, and Nick Spaziani. Going to come out to the center of the field, and maybe you can get a close up of them, Mike. So now we're going to introduce the court and the royalty. Back in my day, it was king and queen, but now we're calling it royalty.
The underclassmen court, Mia Cologne and Gabriela Navarro.
All right, congratulations to the court, the undergraduate court, or undergrad court, underclass court. I got it right yet, Mike. And now, coming up, Seamus, looks like Seamus is just came off the field, and now Seamus is going to be in the court.
Next up, the junior court, Julia White and Sean Davis.
All right, congratulations to the next court. Matter of fact, I have a court in my life, my daughter Courtney, who I refer to as Court. Now we come to the seniors. I'd get a crown like that, Mike. That'd be pretty cool.
All right. It gives me great pleasure to announce the senior court. Hayden Skolowski-Phelps and Seamus Staunton.
Seamus Staunton comes right off the field and right down to accept the court. And now comes the royalty, my buddy Iris Dunham
Let's get some claps going.
and Nick Spaziano.
Get ready. Let's go.
And here comes the royalty, the king and the queen.
All right. Last but certainly not least, the senior royalty this year, Iris Dunham and Nick Spaziano.
All right, Iris. I'll tell you what, Iris is quite a kid. I've worked with her all this last year and a half, and she's really done a lot for us, done a lot for the town, done a lot for the school. She deserves a lot of credit, and we hope she continues with her career in college, and she'll be a success no matter where she goes. And as well as Nick Spaziano has also had a great career here, and we wish them both the best of luck, as well as everybody in the court, and wish them all the best of luck, and congratulations for being where you are today and continuing your career at the next step. All right, we're going to take a quick break now and go to halftime. We'll be right back. Coming back to halftime, I just want to introduce John Abate. John, you were on the undefeated Morgan team. What years were those?
That was 90. Yeah, 1990. Yep, we went 10-0.
Wow. What position did you play?
I played right guard, middle linebacker.
You were a guard. Wow.
I was a guard. Yeah. I had the speed, Tom. I had the speed. That was what it was all about. Yep.
And wasn't Dennis Dunham one of the coaches?
He sure was. Coach Donovan was. Yep, absolutely. He came along for the ride, and we had a great year.
Well, look where you are now. You got a great job with John Hopkins. And, of course, Dennis is the voice of Morgan. Yep. And look at that upbringing you both had. Look where you are today. Yeah. You know, so, well, that's great. And what were some of the outstanding players on your team?
Yep, we had Ron and Rob Sapkowski, right? We had the Sapkowski brothers. Brett Selmont was our quarterback. And we can't forget John Madura. You know John.
Madura,
yep,
course,
Johnny
yes.
Madura. He's teaching math at Morgan. Yep. So John played D-line and Danny Salvin in the backfield for us. Yeah, we had a heck of a team. Yeah, we had a really good squad, good group of guys. And, our first opening game was Montville. Yep. We were away, and I think we eked out 6-0.
Good.
6-0 was our first win, and it was like, okay, how's this season going to go? And then we ended up, obviously having the 10-0 season, so it was fun.
That's great. Well, listen, go down to talk to the team right now, see if you can get some of that spirit into their rest of their game.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, John, thanks for coming on. We also have another guest. We're having his hair done right now by his Uncle Dave.
Different era.
JP
Different
Nye,
era.
How's it going?
Part of the Nye legacy.
Yeah.
So, JP, we saw you on the Tooth the other night. You had a couple good catches.
Yeah, Muhlenberg College representing right here. We're 3-2 at the moment. We had a couple tough losses. One was to the number one team in the nation, Division III, Mary Hardin Baylor, if you've ever heard of them. Look it up. It's a legitimate school. But then we lost to Ursinus College, which was a tough one. It was in conference, but we're looking to bounce back, make a little recovery run, and make the playoffs.
Big game next week against Johns Hopkins. You were just talking about Johns Hopkins.
John Abate just got a job at Johns Hopkins. Now tell me, what was your best year here at Morgan?
My best year, and I feel bad for, I think it was 2 years ago, the COVID year, because my best year was my senior year, and it probably wasn't even close. You spend 3 years kind of on the bench, watching everyone else have their senior year and watching it be this amazing thing, and all you dream of is having your senior year. And then I'm finally able to come out, and we have these guys that I've been playing with since 5th grade, 4th grade, 3rd grade, some of them, and you've been mutually concussed for 7 years of your life, and now you get to finally do it on a bigger stage and not know where you are for like thousands of people to watch you, and it was awesome.
We took good care of you, though, right?
Yeah, they took good care of you.
Yeah,
we pulled you
Mom was
out
ready
at the
for
right
that.
time, and everything's fine.
Well, I'll tell you what, your mom and dad have certainly created a legacy of great athletes, and we congratulate you on the year you're having at Muhlenberg. Hopefully, you bring home the championship. And, of course, your brother on the field, Jack, and, of course, you've got your other brother, Drew, who's at Oberlin. So you guys are having a great time. And it was interesting doing a game live here a couple weeks ago. So your father's trying to do the commentary with me, plus he's watching your game, and he's watching Drew's game at the same time. So it was definitely a Drew and JP and Jack type of night. And your dad
Baptism
is
by fire, first show.
Baptism by fire, yes. But he does a great job. And thank you very much for coming up, JP. And again,
Thank you.
best of luck.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, in just a minute, we'll go back down the field to start tonight's game, the rest of the game. Okay, welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen. We had quite a halftime array out here. We had the royalty and the court, and then we, of course, talked to John Abate, who was played on the 1990 unbeaten team. And then we talked to JP and I'll tell you what, you got quite a group of sons there who are great athletes, Peter. Though there was that onside kick, but it was to no avail.
Well, that's how you got to feel it.
Yeah, yeah,
You
absolutely.
got to be
absolutely.
aggressive. You got to go after it. If someone hits you before the 10-yard, that's a legal contact too. So,
And it's interesting. You know who caught that ball? Morgan, who's the kicker for
his name's
Rockville.
Morgan.
Morgan and Morgan. You ever hear that law firm, Morgan and Morgan, for the people?
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
haven't.
so when I go to Florida, that's all over
That's
the
in Florida.
That's
okay.
well, no, it's all up the East Coast now. I think it's in Connecticut now too. But it's interesting that Morgan and Morgan on the field. Okay, so we go back to the.
All right, so I
with the
think you're
quarterback
gonna see
Ramsdale.
more of their traditional.
Oh, there's the
offense, but we could
over the
use-
head.
We could use
Did
a
a
couple.
smart-
Of, oh, we're gonna
Oh,
get
there-
it.
oh!
we
Oh,
got
it's-
it. No, we got it.
I think we got it. We did. We got it.
Good start.
That's the way to start.
Good
Let's see who
start.
picked that up. I think it was right. I think it was recovered by Jones.
The score isn't where we want it, but Rockville's done a lot of things to help us out tonight. They have done a few things, and so let's hope we can capitalize on this one.
That's right. We could have a miracle on grass tonight.
32-yard line, 20 seconds into the game. I don't think we could have expected anything better. If we got the onside, I don't think we would be in this position.
Right. Exactly. So maybe that was planned.
Right.
The
So
guys are with us.
here we go.
All right. So we've got Larrabee in the backfield. Corrigan's still on the bench.
All right, a little hitch and go.
He's got
Got
to come back
good
to the ball.
adjustment.
Oh, beautiful play. Nice look by Staunton. That I'll tell you what, that was textbook coming back for the ball, Pete. The ball was underthrown a little bit. Seamus did a good job recovering and came back and caught it.
Great adjustment. I said it while the ball was in the air, right? He stopped, came back. Defender keeps going.
And I think the defender thought he was going to catch that or intercept that ball. Beautiful play by.
Well, that's one of the great advantages
Seamus
of the
son.
receivers.
Wanted to go low.
They know when it's coming, right? The corner doesn't even know for sure if the ball's being thrown to him. So
No.
that was definitely a hitch and go, a double move.
And I think we missed. I think that was a pass interference on them. It is. It's a pass interference on Rockville on Jay Caprio.
I'm not sure if we didn't see a marker down there.
I think that was pass interference.
We've got a problem. What's the matter? It isn't working. I'm pushing the off button and it keeps on running.
The clock is. They're not able to stop the clock. Okay. Oh, nice play. Staunton in for the touchdown. What a great way to start the second half. Tyler Baldwin to Seamus Staunton. And finally, with Carl's into this game, I'll tell you what, Pete, while you were conversing with your brother Dave about some of the things that are happening in the world, it was interesting to see Seamus Staunton was part of the court and came out and was put his thing over his little banner and went out as part of the halftime show. So Seamus really had a role tonight. And there's a nice 2 points to Jack Nye.
Is good.
So now 30.
Jack Nye.
34-8.
Is that a 30? Is that a
Yeah,
3?
it's a
Oh,
30.
we have a problem
Don't
with that
start.
3.
Don't start,
I'm not
Tom.
gonna start.
I'm going to get me all riled up. But Seamus Staunton drive, we had a little problem with the clock.
Right,
so
we
we'll see
did.
if we can iron that out.
Yeah, because the clock is not working.
But
Well, that works in our advantage.
anyway, there was a little distraction there. But Seamus with that great adjustment on the deep ball, and then is able to put it in.
Nice play. I'll tell you, Tyler looked good on that drive. That nice sort of to Seamus, and then the extra point to Jack. So hey,
All right,
got
so
8 points. And
that's how you capitalize on just a big error
right.
for Rockville. So if they can do that 2 or 3 more times, we'll be right back in it. But we're gonna get the onside here.
Okay. Let's see if they do what they tried last week.
I love
where
that
Seamus
straight
just kicks
on.
it and
I
runs
love
straight
it.
ahead.
I
Let's
love
see.
it. I was telling JP about that at home. I'm like, have you ever seen someone get their own onside kick? It's just
It worked twice
unbelievable.
last year.
But
last
it'll be
week.
interesting if you guys go straight at him. Now you got someone playing right in the middle of the field, right, head up on the ball.
Yep.
We'll see if he comes toward the ball.
Okay, let's see. So Staunton, who just had that excellent catch, and then it kicks to the Jones. I like that little switch where you think it's going to be Staunton, and then Jones comes in from the side. But it will be recovered by the Rams, and so now with 10 minutes and 37 seconds, and that clock has not moved at all, Pete. So we're having some issues. I'm assuming they're keeping time down in the field. Isn't that correct?
Well, it didn't move at all because they're recovering it on the ground. So and it's a change of possession or whatever. So
we'll see now.
I don't think that's a big deal. I think it'll get going though.
Okay.
I think everything's
We'll be able
all
to tell in this play. Okay, Ramsdale in the backfield. Map had a great first half for them. Speaking of Map, there he is with the ball. Nice pickup coming up in the inside was Brown.
Number 16,
Nice kick.
Trubig was there.
Trubig and Brown.
As well as 52.
And Staunton. Aiden Staunton. Well, Staunton brothers are having a good game tonight.
No
All right,
gain,
so no gain, so it's
2nd
2nd and 10. Maybe Coach Sullivan gave them some magic elixir and breathed it into their heads during halftime, and let's see what happens, Pete. You know, stranger things have happened. Man in motion. Quick over the middle. Oh, nice breakup. That time was a beautiful breakup by number 14, Renato.
Nice coverage
timed it
That's
up great.
beautiful coverage.
by Griffin.
Very well covered.
Renato,
And like I said, great timing.
and it's going to make it 3rd.
He wanted to go to Map. All right, so this is 3rd and long. Yeah. Let's see what happens. If we can at least get it respectable.
We have done everything we've needed to do on offense.
Absolutely.
Rockville has done everything they've needed to do to help us out.
That's right. Well, let's see if we can
And-
shut them down here. Looks over there. Oh, there's going to be I thought there was going to be pass interference. It is. I think they're going to call it pass interference on Davis.
Pass.
I think it was an
incomplete,
inadvertent hit.
But I believe
It's going to be pass interference.
Morgan's going to be called for pass interference.
Well, he saw the slant coming.
All right.
Ball was out, but he just
Yep.
got there too soon.
Yep. Oh, that's too bad because that really took no momentum out of it. But hey, let's just get it right back. So let's see how many they're going to mark off.
The one that's gotten
Big
us
one.
is that wheel up the sideline. We just kind
Yes.
of lose track of it.
Right. That's a big
First down
15-yard
for
penalty.
Rockville.
When we had him sort of backed up, and I don't think he would have caught that ball even if it wasn't pass interference. I think that ball was a little underthrown. But now they have first down with 10 minutes and 3 seconds, so the clock is working, Pete. Man in motion. They give it to the man in motion, which is Washington. Washington around the outside, coming up to try to make the stop, was number 3, Caprio.
Forced the ball carrier out.
Jake Caprio on the stop. Oh, we see there's a flag in the play. They're going to be holding, I believe, on Rockville.
Yellow flag.
Are there different color flags? He said a yellow flag.
Holding against Rockville.
Well, there's the red flag in the NFL for a challenge.
Yeah.
That's gonna move the
I'm getting a little distracted here with the clock situation.
I know.
So I don't know what to say about it. But
Well,
to explain to our audience that the remote isn't communicating properly with the scoreboard.
Okay.
So Marty is going to hustle down to the field. I don't know if we want to announce it, have Dennis announce.
Second
Yeah.
down for the Rams.
So
that
that's
the
not
clock-
a true. That's not a true time on the clock. So it's-
down.
And Marty has left,
Well,
so there's nobody communicating.
I would say that it's pretty accurate, actually, based on the fact that he couldn't stop it and now he can't start it.
Right.
That it probably evened out at this point. So there's probably 10 minutes or close to it left.
It's gonna be official timeout. I think they're going to talk about the clock right now. I think they're going to talk about the clock, Dennis. Well, this is not good news for Morgan, as Casey Corrigan is in his street clothes right now, and doesn't look like Casey will be coming back into the game, which is not good for Morgan.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Or they're not making any adjustments on the clock. The clock is not running. You can see the referees go.
Yeah, they're not aware that Marty's
They're not aware
here.
that it's not moving. Long bomb. Oh, nice speed. Oh, what a play. Wow.
Well, that's how it's done. I mean, that was great
classic.
ball.
Beautiful ball by
Very
Ramsdale.
fast, just using your speed to get open down the sideline.
Oh.
That was great timing.
That was beautiful timing. Let's see who was that caught that ball.
About 60 yards.
I think that was Christian. I think that was Christian for Rockville. And the clock stays on 10:03. He might make an announcement that we're having a problem with the clock, so they don't think it's.
You know, he could. I'll say this on the air, but he could take that remote down on the sideline.
Oh, he could.
I've done the chains and the
Yep.
clock on the far sideline
Wow.
for more than one JV game.
Wow.
over the years.
Well, you're an all-purpose guy.
I know.
Okay, they're going to kick this extra point or attempt it, and it's good.
And the kick is up and good.
So that makes our score. It's hard to see the number in the scoreboard. We have a little defection in the scoreboard, or defect rather.
Score is
Well, the scoreboard isn't being manned right now.
41,
41.
Morgan 8.
Oh, I'll tell you,
Just so
that
you
holding
know,
penalty
Ralph,
took the air out of the. I
Martin
don't-
Gibbs is coming down, ref. The scoreboard is giving him trouble. He's coming down to get the clock
So-
synchronized with you down there on the field.
So, here comes
There's
Marty now.
coming down.
So, isn't there a referee on the field that's keeping the at
Yeah,
the time?
yeah.
Okay.
Now they will.
Okay.
It'll be Marty. Marty will be keeping it on the field.
Okay.
But that doesn't do us any good.
Yeah, because it's not helping the scoreboard. It's not. He didn't bring the remote with him either.
No, he didn't. It'd be nice if he did.
Yeah. Looks like
Maybe I can go over and get the score at least.
Okay.
Right now for the time.
Peter Nye, who was a do-it-all, is going to go over now and see if he can get the clock to move. Peter's a jack of all trade. Well, actually, he's a Pete of all trade, and he's going to try to get the clock moving. And the officials are over talking to Marty about what's happening with the scoreboard, and I think Marty's just going to keep the time. Now, if you're going to be, it could be just as simple as the batteries are gone on the remote. So now, Marty, who would normally be up here in the press box working this clock, he's down on the field, so the official time will actually be down on the field. So for those of you watching the game, now the whole scoreboard has gone down. So
again, the score is 41 for Rockville, 8 for Morgan.
41-8 in favor of the Rockville Rams.
8 or 9 minutes left.
I'll tell you what,
to go here
that
in
last
the
pass play from Ramsdale
quarter.
to Christian was an outstanding throw, an outstanding catch. It was very well timed. Kickoff's going to be taken by Nye down the sideline.
Interception.
It's good blocking out there. Nye stays on his feet and goes out of bounds at about the,
Back out.
looks like at about the 34, 32-yard line.
Let's see where they mark it.
Okay, we got the scoreboard back up from a
Fourth
score
to
perspective, but still not for the time. So again, I apologize if I'm not giving you the exact time as we go through this third period, but the running clock is sort of gone, and the timer is on the field. Yes.
Here's the question. How can we get this down to Marty? He reset the time and then keep it on the sideline in case it doesn't work. How can we communicate that with him? What do you think, Dennis? Is there somebody? I'm gonna text JP. This is why you got to have family at the game.
Hey, maybe Dennis could ask
First
somebody.
down for Morgan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tyler looking for some help. Oh, he's going to be nailed in the backfield. He tried to step up into the pocket, but the pocket collapsed, and so did Tyler.
Down in the backfield.
But, I mean, you look at the size differential on that line. It's just amazing. And, again, give a lot of credit to that offensive line. They are doing a great job in face of adversity.
5 or 6. 7 or 8.
All right, so here's the game plan.
What's that?
Valley Shore TV here. Okay, we're going to get this clock back up and running.
Okay.
Just, for the good of the order. Just to add a little element of the crowd knows what's going on. I don't think people are too uptight about it considering the situation. But
Right.
if once we score a couple more times and get a couple onside kicks, people are going to want to know
What's the time?
where we stand.
Right, exactly.
So I can do the score. I'm not going to mess with the time.
Oh, we can do the score, yeah. Oh, you can do
But
me and you
here's
can
what.
do the score.
But Marty's is going to find out. He's been doing this for 38 years or so.
Was it past the 9, immediately taken down.
Complete.
Taken down by
Jack 9.
number 48. Number 48 for them is Legacy.
Jack gives some hits and he takes some hits.
He does.
Long 10.
He's playing a great game.
Morgan.
Oh, here's that 4th and long inside their own territory. He's got Larrabee in the backfield with Baldwin. Okay, now they're going to take
Oh, we got to be careful here. Make
Staunton,
sure.
split him out. We've got to watch that time.
Oh,
Larrabee
boy.
shifts to the other side. He's got him open. Oh, just overthrew him a little bit. He had Caprio in a go pattern.
Baldwin's pass
So that'll turn it over to Rockville.
to Jake Caprio.
And again, it's if you were to guess, Pete, how many minutes you think are left in this third period? If you had to guess, about 5 minutes.
No, I think
5 or
a lot
6?
more than that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think 7 minutes and 48 seconds. We're throwing it a lot.
That's true.
First down for
Okay,
the
so we'll go with
Rams.
7:48, but don't
It
hold
was
us to
about
that.
10:03. They threw a touchdown. Not a whole lot of time ran off, but we're going to find out in a few minutes.
In a very short period of time.
Again, that clock time is not right.
No.
Yeah, it's working. It's
The
working.
score's working. The time's not.
No, the time's.
again on the fourth quarter.
Oh, it's four.
Tall Marty.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
we're
Number
going to
fi-
try to.
number 5, Osborne. Nice run by Osborne. I'll tell you what, they got a bevy of runners out there, Pete.
I wouldn't mind it getting headsets, just
I know.
to be focused in our own little world. I mean, Mike's smart. He knows the deal. Hey, can you send
Dennis, was that a score? That wasn't a score, was it? Yeah. Oh, it was? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it was. So that'll make it 41 plus 6, 47. If they get this, it'll be 48-0. Let's hope they. I mean, 48. I'm sorry. Mike reminded me of that. Here's the extra point try. Snaps high to keep it down, and it's good again.
All right, so this, now that it's 40-point game, whether they made that or not, it'll run the clock, even though we can't see that. But hopefully we'll get maybe we can ask someone here to do it.
Want to ask one of these kids? Want to ask one of these kids?
They're leaving.
Oh, okay. Well, they could stop by.
No, I'm just trying to see if I can.
Rockville 48, Morgan 8.
We're trying. What Peter and I are talking about is we're trying to get one of the fans here to go down on the field and see if we can engage. You want to bring the actual remote control down to Marty on the field. Is that correct, Pete?
Yeah.
But is the remote control working?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay. It's just a scoreboard.
No, I restarted it. I just
Okay.
reset it. I just reset. See, it's
Oh, okay. It's working now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just have to get it down there. Sorry if I'm frustrated, but I'm doing two things at once again.
Being filmed by Channel 3, WTIC. We're getting all kinds of coverage here, Morgan.
Why don't we just ask for some kid to come up with the booth?
Kick is going out of bounds.
What kid? Some kid. Like who?
Why don't you try to reach JP? All right. Well, right now the score is 48-8. So Rockville up by 40.
I've never seen such a drought in my life.
Huh.
Being in Clinton and not being able to see somebody that I don't know.
I know. Again, we apologize for the confusion here, and we're a little taken back by trying to get this clock to work. So I apologize that we're not doing the normal commentary that we would. Peter's trying his best to get this game under control in terms of the clock and the running of the clock. But Dennis Donovan's doing an awesome job as usual, keeping it under control.
All right, Huskies.
So Huskies first down. Oh, nice escape by. Oh, I think it's going to be a hold. Oh, nice throw and nice catch, but I think it's going to be.
Jet! Hey, Jet!
Reception was made
Jet!
by Griffin
I think it's going to be a hold
Ronaldo, but we got flags
everywhere,
all over the field. Downfield, upfield,
all around the town.
Hey,
all
Jet!
over the town.
Alice!
Peter's trying to find somebody that can
Where
come
all
Jet!
up.
these flags are gonna
Jet!
Let's
come
work this out.
Steve.
I thought Peter was the mayor of Clinton, and he's not trying to find somebody to speak to out there.
Yeah, I can't think of a less sense of urgency.
All right, well, let's see what these flags are. There's flags all over the field, as Dennis said. Flags upfield, downfield.
Jen, take this and give. I know this is ridiculous. I'm asking the cookie girl to do it, but can you go give this to Alice, to give to Kim, and to give to Marty?
I gotta give this to you for Marty.
The official on the sideline.
Marty.
Yeah,
We've got the clock working. Pete's gonna send down the
Remote control.
And he's waving at us like we don't want to know.
I know, really.
He's waving at us like we don't want to know what time is left. We Marty, everyone gets to know. That's kind of the point. That's part of the fun of the game. People.
So there's three penalties on us and one on them. Wow. So it looks like
flags finally end up.
let's see what the final outcome is going to be. Another one of those nights, Peter, with a lot of flags, a lot of
So
calls.
Marty has the remote in his hand. He has set the time. He's setting
right.
the time to 5 minutes.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
And no, he's gonna. I think he's gonna add some time there.
Good
But the
job.
point was, I was pretty close in the 7 minute mark.
You were
All right, let's see what's gonna add. He's adding time.
Okay.
Well, it's like the Price is Right. How high is he gonna go? Five. All right, what a relief.
Yeah,
We
what a
did it.
relief.
All right, so 5.
So
I'm
it-
glad he's doing it for the crowd. I
Right.
mean, it's nice to know what
Yeah.
the time it is.
Right.
You got to know what time it is.
Exactly. Thank you, John Cameron.
5:45 left to go in the third. 48-8. Everything is right in the world.
Okay, so now we'll get Peter's head back into the game
What
with
do I
his
get
extra
for that?
commentary.
Is there? I got the key to the city.
That's right.
So,
All right, so we're back.
so-
The result of all those penalties, we lost a lot of
I
yardage.
have no idea what's been going on.
Oh, nice catch. Seamus Staunton. He's got picking up some good yardage. I think he should have kept on running, but nice play
lot of yards
by
tonight.
Seamus
Lot of
Staunton.
yards tonight.
Nice throw by Tyler Baldwin.
Shaman's having a day.
See, after all that, I guess that royalty really rubbed off on Seamus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's the king. Oh no. He's
Nope.
he's in the royal.
He's part of the court.
Okay.
It's
Rockville 21.
it was Nick
All right.
Spaziano.
We're quick to the line.
Yep, and Iris Dunham.
Trips on the left side this time.
Oh, here comes some pressure being applied.
Oh.
Baldwin with some good wheels. There's going to be. Let's see what this call is going to be.
I
think it was.
this is a personal foul.
I think
on
it's a personal
41.
foul. I think 41 just nailed our player.
I think 41. I don't want to say this with any certainty, but I think 41 is the one who hit Corgan too.
He was.
And was,
Down.
I wish I saw what happened there, but it
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't.
We were
polite.
focusing on the run.
I know.
And,
I was focusing on the block. Jack was holding up the corner pretty well.
Right. And they didn't
But
make an
they'll
attempt.
tack 15 on here,
All right, let's see who this injured player is.
and I still think it is an automatic first down
I would hope so.
if it's a personal foul, unlike last week. When
Right.
I wasn't sure about that. No. It's too late. So JP made the move, but here's the play-by-play on the scoreboard remote.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we had Jen Caprio with the cookies
Yep.
that were selling for cancer.
Yep.
She brought the cookies up and thought I wanted a cookie. Did not want a cookie. I had to give her the remote. She then brought it down to Alice Corgan, okay, Casey's mom. So Jake's mom, and then Casey's mom, who gave it to Kim Ingalls, who does all the photographs. Right? She's like the the photographer. So all the good pictures that you see and end up on wherever on the internet and the Facebook pages, that's Kim. And then Kim went over to Marty. Kim spilled a coffee or a water or something on the track. You can see that.
I could see that.
And then she brought it over to Marty, and Marty was waving her off. Not interested. But then when she got up there, after all that effort, Marty is involved.
Aiden Staunton. Aiden Staunton is the player down.
Okay. So
Let me ask you, JP, were you impressed by your father's play-by-play in the clock situation?
I think I was looking at the clock, and I was not impressed, as I had no clue what the clock or the time was, being, just your standard viewer from the fence. I was standing right there on the fence.
I'll tell you what's unimpressive. I texted or called your mother about 14 minutes ago for you to come up and get the remote, and there was no movement whatsoever.
Okay, there's Baldwin. Baldwin trying to get it. Oh, nice catch.
Baldwin's pass. Complete.
Oh, complete.
So we've been talking to Jack for a while about putting things on film that look legit, and that was his first one.
Speaking
now I can smile because
speaking of the Nye family, you're here, JP. Jack just got a touchdown pass, and your father solved the clock problem. This has been a Nye kind of night.
You want to come? You want to play in college? What film? What's your film look like? And now finally we have some film. I hope Mike got that one because we'll want to put that on the.
That was awesome.
No, that was a hype. What do you call that?
We call that getting a rebound right there. He goes up, get the rebound, and come down with it.
Well, nice play by Jack. Nice throw by Tyler. Tyler's throwing the ball well tonight. Going for the 2. Yeah, there was serious pressure being applied up the middle by number 72, Akapog.
Sorry.
But again, a Nye kind of night. The Annihilator.
Well, it's nice to have JP up here to watch his brother make that nice catch. That was a nice catch.
That was a beautiful
I'll give credit when credit's due. That was a legit.
He just snatched that right out of the hands of the defender.
But those are the plays that the receivers are going to have to start making all the time.
Right.
But they had a lot of opportunities the last 2 telecasts that we had.
Right.
Where Tyler trusts them, where he throws the ball up, and they got to make a play. And that was one where Seamus made a great play where he adjusted, came back to the ball. And if once Tyler can trust the receivers to make those plays, his throws will get better. He'll have more confidence in throwing the ball. So that's a good one. That's something to build on.
Right. And don't forget, this is a non-league game. I believe Rockville plays in the M division, and that's a very strong division.
Right. Yeah.
So now with 4:14, our clock's working.
Yeah.
The rain stopped. Now if we just get the score a little bit better, it would be a great night. So it's 48-14, and we'll be kicking off back deep to receive for the Rockville Rams. Let's see if I can see his number from here.
So once in a while, you'll see Morgan, squib one down into the sideline because there's so much open space when you have 10. You got 10 of their players
nice
inside.
Whoa!
Yep. That honestly, being aggressive and fielding the outside kicks, if it's a good bounce and you can field it, that kid. You could tell they were practicing it this week.
Oh, absolutely.
They had to spend time doing it.
Yeah, that was Russell for the.
And it was a good onside kick. It just
the
kid,
he played that bounce perfectly.
Played it perfectly and said, "I'm not going down."
No, exactly. It was almost like he was receiving a punt.
And it surprised the Morgan kickoff team a little bit too. That
absolutely.
You still got to play defense,
right? Well, with what's going on in the field and with all the flags and with the issues with the clock and whatnot, another one of those long nights of football.
Yeah.
Last week we
I
had
know. The clock was running there for a while, but I'm not sure Marty was aware. I don't know. The clock was supposed to be running.
Oh, is this going to be a delay of game?
They got 12 on the field.
Is that what it was?
Well, let's count them up.
Okay.
You got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Well, if there's 12 in the field, how come one's not running off? Maybe one was just running off.
Illegal substitution.
Okay.
Oh, they broke the huddle with 12. That might have been.
Yes. Okay. That's what we'll go with. Yes, that was breaking the huddle with 12, and obviously, as you know, with the advantage they have already, they don't need another player on the field. Okay, so Map in the backfield together with Ramsdale. Ramsdale's having a great night tonight. There's that inside handoff to Map. Map's just mapping his way through the territory, trying to get close to that first down.
So Ramsdale does not look comfortable fielding the snaps tonight.
Yeah,
He's a little nervous about maybe the ball's wet from the rain.
Yep.
And, of course, he had a couple of situations where the ball got loose and hit him in the helmet on the goal line, and then one snapped over his head that set up a Morgan touchdown. So,
Right.
But he's very, very cautious right now and almost tentative.
But he's still getting the job done.
He's getting the job done.
Right. And I
Oh,
think
great pass in the last. I mean, that last toss was just
really. Yep.
immaculate.
I'll tell you, they've got a bevy of running backs. Oh, here comes a flag thrown way in the back.
What could that
First
be?
one hit him.
Late flag in the defensive
Right.
backfield.
So let's see what the call is. A lot of flags like there was last week.
Christopher Dowd.
Chris Dowd didn't unstop.
Chris Dowd giving a wave to the fans.
Okay.
Now, let's see what the flag's all about.
3 minutes in. Let's see what they're going to call. Looks like they're pointing at Morgan. Holding on Morgan. Defensive holding. I mean, that must have been in the defensive backfield because it was way out in the back.
I don't know
Well, the
that
back.
you ever see a defensive holding on a run play.
I know.
It's just one of those things where
Like you said, I haven't seen. I've seen it obviously on past.
I'm sure maybe the defender was holding the receiver, but what good does that do
on a running play.
on a run play?
Right.
What advantage?
And 10.
So usually the holds come when a receiver's running a route.
The Husky 29.
Oh well,
Okay, Ramsdale.
there it is.
Oh, there's that. Like you said, he's uneasy with
Yeah.
that. He decides to just
It just takes
give
a
it up
knee.
right
He's
there.
very skiddish back there with that. Let's get a towel. This is where you got to wipe swap
Right.
the balls out.
I was just
And
going to say
officials
that.
are usually pretty good about that.
Right.
For the Rams.
I was going to say I didn't see one towel out there, Pete. But you made the call. He's a little unsettled with the long snap, and your prediction came to fruition.
Yeah.
So we got 2 minutes and 44 seconds here in the third period. Morgan down 48-14.
You got to think Rockville's just going to keep it on the ground.
Oh yes.
Keep the clock running. Hold the ball as much as you can.
Right. Okay, so now he's got Osborne in the backfield with Ramsdale. He's got split outs both sides, wide outs on both sides. Oh,
He's throwing a good ball.
He's throwing a
I'll tell
very
you
good
that.
ball.
And he's knocked out of bounds.
That was number 4, Morgan, with a catch.
by Larrabee and Davis.
Morgan's all over the field tonight. He's kicking it,
Sean Davis.
Receiving
and
it,
Dominic Larrabee,
and also
of course,
catching it out of the backfield. So now we've got
out of bounds.
second and
Third down, and it looks like
okay, it's hard to see that marker more, so it's 3rd down and 7. Let's see what the Rams do here. Again, Osborne in the backfield. Ramsdale wants to go to the air because some good pressure being applied. Oh, intercepted. There we go.
Jacob Jones, the interception.
Oh, Jacob Jones. Nice play by Jacob Jones. The interception. So Morgan will take over on downs. Great play. Great play by, I'll tell you what, this is the Wounded Warriors. I look down the bench. You see Casey Corrigan. It looks like Staunton, Aiden Staunton, looks like he's back up on his feet. It looks like he might be going back into the game. That's good to see. So let's see what Morgan has up their sleeve with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
28.
Again, we want to thank Mike Rappiano for his great filming tonight and being with us for all of our home games, and we'll also be doing the Thanksgiving Day game. And so we want to thank Mike, and we also want to thank the voice of the Morgan Huskies, Dennis Dunham, always does an excellent job. Okay, we've got a man in motion. We've got Renato in motion. Now he settles. Tyler looking downfield. Oh, just underthrew him. Let's see. I think there's
hold or roughing the
it's
passer.
either going to be a hold or roughing the passer.
Oh, it's a hold. Unbelievable.
Caprio.
Yep.
You still have a flag.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another hold.
This one's old, though.
I think we have an injured player because Tyler Baldwin's motioning for somebody to come in from the sideline. Yep. Looks like we have another hold. Again, the referee's doing a great job picking up yardage tonight, just like they did last week against Capital Prep. So this will put us back in the hole, Pete. Boy, I've been in the hole all night. We really are.
It's so hard to convert.
It really is.
2nd and 25s.
Right. And again, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-league game. They're holding their own against a Class M team, and I think they're playing their hearts out and playing a good game. Tries to go over to Caprio. Almost a great catch by Caprio. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Seamus Staunton.
Well, I
2
mean,
minutes
it's a
to go.
Pequot League game. It's just a crossover
Okay.
divisional game.
Right.
They're not in our division. but
Right. But still in the Pequot.
Still in the Pequot.
Right.
So I just wanted to refine that
Okay, well, thank
a
you.
little bit.
Now, what league is, say, Hand in?
So Hand is in the SCC, the Southern Connecticut Conference, and that is a pretty big league. That's
Okay, this ball that could be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted by number 16, Green, and Green's looking for some green grass ahead of him. They got to tackle him. Green's still in. Looks like there was a flag thrown
they're
right at
going
the
to
end
throw
of
a
that
hole.
play.
They're blocking the back or something.
I think it's going to be a blocking the
Back
back.
down, but there is a flag.
So Green intercepted. That ball stayed up in the air a long
A
time.
little too much trust,
Right. Yep.
and some of the receivers ended up on the ground.
Right. All right, let's see what this flag is.
I don't know if he was being rushed or someone maybe hit his arm.
I think they did. Let's see what the call is. Looks like he's pointing towards Morgan. Let's see what the call is. And again, I apologize for all these flags, ladies and gentlemen. That's one thing Peter and I can't control. It's a long night of football, just like it was last week.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we start at 9 o'clock, right? We start at 9 o'clock, and then these games been lasting 3.5 hours.
You mean they start at 9 o'clock on channel 19?
Right, they
yeah.
start at 9 o'clock
Yeah.
on channel 19. So right now we're looking at about 11:30.
Right.
How many viewers do you think we have at 11:30 p.m.?
Probably. Well, I'm sure a lot of the kids stayed up, and the parents are probably sound
Jack
asleep.
Jack's like, I'm going to bed. Halftime going to bed.
Yeah, that's good. That's good school spirit. Now, did you stay up for the whole game?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I
Oh,
didn't.
come
So
on.
think about it.
Your best commentary was in the
Think
last
about
part
it.
of the game.
Even the commentators can't even watch the whole game.
I did.
It's hard to listen to yourself.
It is. I think so.
Oh man, how?
Okay, so there's penalties on both teams, so they're offsetting the.
How? Okay, I got to go to the rules meeting because
Okay.
how do you get an interception? A penalty thrown after possession has changed, and it ends up Morgan's on offense. That's not how it works.
Morgan's not on offense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They are. Yeah.
No, we just threw an interception, and there was a penalty way after the interception,
Yeah,
and now
so that-
Morgan has the ball.
So the interception was called off.
Yep.
And
Quick out. Oh, there's
boy.
a fumble.
Well, that's,
Oh,
he's going the wrong way.
he's
This
wrong
is
in the-
beautiful.
going the wrong way.
This is
Go,
beautiful.
go,
This is
go,
beautiful.
go, go.
I've never seen
this
this.
is awesome. Go,
Yeah,
go, go,
cheer
go,
for-
go, go. Keep on going. Keep on going.
It's paymates. Cooler
What a
heads
play.
prevailed.
Wow.
Cooler heads prevailed.
Wow. What a
The
great
excitement.
punt.
And Morgan, the Morgan fans helping out, cheering him on. That was
Oh, wow. What was that classic one? Wrong
complete
way?
and utter
Oh,
confusion.
my God. That was awesome.
What's the wrong way? That was planes, trains, and automobile, right?
Oh,
Planes,
man.
trains, automobiles. All right, John Candy and Steve Martin are in the car, and they're on the wrong side of the highway. They're driving the wrong way, and people are on the right side of the highway going the same speed, and they go, "You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way." And they go, "How do they know where we're going?"
That's right.
So anyway,
That was awesome. That was awesome.
that was a negative 5, 10, 15, 20,
Wow.
30, 35,
That was
40, 45,
Lexington.
50,
I'm sure there's going to be some discussion with
negative 70-yard fumble return.
That's right. That's right.
That is
coming
a
up
record.
Oh, nice. Coming up.
That's
for
a
the
school
outside.
record. I guarantee you that a negative 70-yard fumble return is a school record for Rockville.
That's right.
Whew.
Wow. Coming up to make that tackle was 74 Catterman.
The greatest.
Have you seen that before?
No, but the greatest coaching timeout ever was 6th grade girls basketball. 7th grade girls basketball at Westbrook High School. We're on offense. My daughter catches the pass on the wing and immediately begins dribbling it the other way. And I call timeout before she hit half court. Greatest coaching move I ever made. You had to realize quickly what the kid was doing. And then you have the beauty was the Rockville sideline is jumping up,
I know.
trying to tell him he's going the wrong way. But he takes it as, in the moment.
He thought they were rooting for him. And then he heard his own players running back. Stop!
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been awesome. That would have been in the highlight film of ESPN.
concession stand.
Wow.
Well, you get turned around. I mean, the thing is, though, he's in pursuit. He gets turned around. Ball pops out. He picks it up. He sees grass in front of him. He's playing defense, right?
Yeah.
So he's not thinking about where our end zone is. He's defending an end zone.
Right.
And even though he's defending, he ran toward it. So it happens. It happens.
I don't know. I don't think the coach is saying the same
No,
philosophy.
the coach probably isn't saying the same. But if the score, if it was a close game,
yeah.
oh man,
he'd probably be on the bus by himself.
Yeah.
Headed home. Okay, so 3rd and long. Ramsdale looking downfield. That's going to be overthrown. Whoa! Nice try. Oh, Dan, that was a great timing, but I thought the kid was going to be overthrown. But he did a nice job. Number 4, that's Morgan catching up to that ball. And Jack with nice coverage on that play.
Morgan's got good speed, great quick turnover.
Yeah, they do.
He's got the full length socks, makes him look even faster.
Oh yeah, that's why I always wear full length socks.
As well as
Well, good news for Morgan. Aiden Stoughton's back in the game.
see what happens if
There's no way they show that on WFS.
No, there's no way.
No,
They wouldn't do that to the kid. All right, so let's see what they're going to do. They're going to punt, obviously, in 4th down. Back deep to receive, number 14, Renato and Jack Nye. Nice punt. It's going to be taken by Renato. That's a live ball. Got to pounce on that. Oh, it's going to be Rockville ball. That was a live ball. Oh, and Jack took a shot in the stomach. Oh, no, that's Caprio that got whacked in the stomach.
Renato and
Jones looks like he's
it's Jones, yes. Looked like a number 3.
So
it's number 9.
Who was fielding that?
That was Renato.
Renato. So he
Bounced
just
off the shoulder pad.
Just hit his shoulder pad, yeah. I wonder if he couldn't see it. Did he lose it in the light or something?
It could be. Sometimes that light can be very, very daunting when you're looking up into the air. Yeah, that's a tough break. I think we would have had good field position. Well, we would have had good field position. Okay, so Ramsdale, still a quarterback. Inside move. This time it's number 5, Osborne. Nice run by Osborne. Still short of the first down. Oh, looks like he with a second.
Johnny Alexander.
Johnny Alexander on the tackle. Gave him a first down.
Got another bat flying around up there.
Don't tell me that.
You don't like the bats?
I'm scared to death of bats.
Really?
I'm scared to death of birds.
Oh, you don't like birds?
I don't like birds or bats.
Oh, wow.
When I was a young kid, I lived on a farm.
No.
My father was a doctor. We lived on a farm, and we had a rooster. And this rooster always used to pick on the chickens.
Yeah.
And then when I was a young kid, I saw the rooster attacking the chickens, so I went out, threw a rock at the rooster, hit him right in the head. And then someone had left the proverbial barn door open. The rooster came out of the barn and chased me. I ran. I fell over a rock, and he pecked me about 10 or 15 times. And my father was a doctor. He was doing oral surgery. He saw this happening. My father came running out of the office, grabbed the rooster by the head, and my father's arms are like Popeye. He's an oral surgeon. Just snapped the neck, and I still have the scar from where that rooster attacked me. So that's why I'm so afraid of birds. So.
The whole chicken culture, Tom. I'm serious. The whole chicken culture is fascinating, right? You got the pecking order. There's a head hen, and they peck each other.
I know. That's why
and
they call
so
it
there's a pecking order. I know,
Right,
but
yeah.
well, yeah, but people think maybe it's the eating order or something.
No.
But the head hen. Well, who sets the pecking order? The hen or the rooster?
Okay, who is it?
I think the rooster does it sometimes, but the hen will do it if there's no rooster. The head hen.
Okay.
All right, so you got the pecking order.
Yep.
You got 2 roosters. Forget about it.
Yep.
That's a disaster.
Right.
So did you have to get a new rooster, or is he like, we're done with the chickens?
No, we got a new rooster, and I made friends with him right off the bat.
Okay. So you can make friends with a rooster.
Yeah, it's very easy. Oh, nice
great
defensive play. Coming up on that ball was Sean Davis.
No, that's just.
They're
just
going to call
not-
pass interference.
That was great
That
timing.
was beautiful timing. Oh boy.
That is just. Sometimes you just disagree with the call.
I know.
I'm not one to pick on referees.
I know, but
and
I
fine.
disagree. Well, you don't.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, that's just weak. 48-14, and the kid makes a borderline play.
I know.
Those are the ones you just go. You don't need to have that much attention.
Pass interference. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, is he waving it off?
I don't know. Is he?
Well, he picks his.
They pick up the flag.
No,
They
I didn't.
waved it off.
Did they?
No.
No, they did.
I don't think so.
No.
He goes like this. He picks up the flag and
Yep.
waves his arms.
Yep.
And but I don't think that's what he meant. This is
Right.
it's just.
Yeah.
I'll say it. We just have a lot of officials who are new.
Right.
There's an official shortage, and you got to know the situation. Right. This game is kind of out of reach.
Right.
It's a borderline play. Maybe it is pass interference,
But still.
but maybe it's not. It's a borderline play.
But again, if it was against them and it was on Morgan or Morgan.
No, I wouldn't feel that way.
Okay,
I'd
all
feel
right.
the same
so
way.
You'd be honest like
If,
that.
if Morgan was up 48-14,
Okay.
and then they call a pass interference on the guy, on us when we don't really need
Okay.
it, it's not that.
Yeah, you're an honest man.
I don't know.
You and Abe.
We'll see the film. It seemed
Yeah.
like it was well timed.
It was. And
I
Mike
feel
caught
like he had him beat, and then the
Yeah.
ball hit him in the back of the head or something.
No, Deshaun Davis did a nice job catching
yeah.
up with it.
Yeah, he did a nice job.
All right, so with that pass interference call, it's first
What we
down.
got here. First down.
11 minutes and 48 seconds.
For the Rams.
Glad to see our buddy Marty's back up in the booth. The handoff. Oh, almost a face mask. The handoff to Osborne. Osborne picks up about 5 yards in the carry, and it'll bring up 2nd and
I
5.
think that was Dominic Larrabee down there on the bottom. Got him around the
Dominic Larrabee.
box.
Your brother Dave is very impressed by Dominic Larrabee for his size, the way he hits.
Yeah, the other thing is fourth quarter.
About seven.
Wouldn't mind seeing sprinkling in of JVs anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, based upon all the injuries, you look down there, we don't have a lot of sprinkles to sprinkle.
Well, I'm not talking about us.
Oh, you're talking about them. Okay.
You got 60, 70
Yeah.
guys on the roster.
Exactly. You got
probably
68 guys in the roster.
Seeing the starters up, it's
Yeah.
one of those things where
We're down to-
maybe they think we can score fast.
Okay, here
and-
comes Morgan. End around. Morgan's going to pick up the first down for Rockville. Yeah, I agree with you, Pete. I think
Knocked out of bounds
Rockville
at
should be
the
putting in
end.
some of their JV.
Yeah, I mean, how much you have to win by? I don't know.
I know. Now, you're talking last week about that 35-point deficit. If you go into halftime with a 35-point deficit, then it's running time for the rest, unless there's a timeout or an injury. So the score right now, they're up by
34.
34. Okay.
So they don't run it.
So does that 35, does it apply throughout the entire game? So if they scored right now, then they keep the clock running the rest of the game? So that 35 isn't just at the end. It's a spread count that
That's right.
applies throughout the entire game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So they went into it.
Yep.
I'm not sure if we were paying
Incomplete
attention,
pass.
but it was. I'm not sure if it was running because the clock wasn't running. We couldn't see the clock.
Right. We couldn't see the clock, right? Yeah. Well, that's because
they-
it wasn't running because it wasn't.
Right. So they were up 41 for a little while.
Right.
And then we scored pretty quick, and now it's 34. One extra point away from running the clock. Right now the clock would run on an incomplete pass.
Right.
It would only stop on scores and change of possession.
Okay.
Or timeouts.
So they're keeping Ramsdale, the quarterback, in the game. They're also keeping one of their running backs, of which they have many to choose from. And there's their number one running back map. He just maps his way to another questful conclusion. I'd say it's tough to maintain your enthusiasm in a situation like this, Pete. But it's a good learning lesson, and I'm sure Coach Sullivan is, focusing on the good things they've done and sort of not downplaying, but uses that as a teaching moment for some of the negative things.
Well, it depends how you look at it. As a coach, I think you're right. It's a hard thing to handle. But as a player, if you're put in the game, you're there to put something on film. It's a snap. It doesn't matter whether it's a tie game, it's the first play of the game, or it's a 4th and 1 with no time left, with 1 second left on the clock.
Right.
You want to make a play, so it shouldn't be in our kids' heads except to do my job and make the play.
Right.
And if you can keep your team focused on that,
Right.
then you're doing your job as a coach
Exactly.
too.
The pickup of that first down was by Morgan. Morgan the player, not Morgan the school.
No, I've been told by coaches I've coached with that you think differently than players think. Other players
Yes.
think. But
Yes.
that's how I thought. If I'm in the game, throw me the ball. I don't care
What
if
the
we're
score is.
losing by 100,
Yep.
we're winning by 100. If the coach has me in the game, I'm going
Rams
all out.
out to the side. Looks like it's going to be very close to a touchdown. If it's not a touchdown, it's going to be very close. Probably on the 2 yard, maybe 1 or 2 yard line.
I think they got him on the 4.
Do they have it on the 4?
Yeah, look, it's easy always to look at the
yeah, I got you.
near ref.
Yep. Yeah, maybe the 4-yard line. So let's see what they come up with.
But you were one of those guys who was in the headset in the booth who would tell me the 2-yard line. I'd send a play in and then see the officials on the 4, and then we'd be 2 yards short.
Yeah.
Believe me.
You have a 2-yard play design?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, great. That time, let's see what it was.
Okay.
Coming up nicely from the linebacker position, number 54, and that is Schumann. Nice. Schumann really shot that gap.
Well, if it's 2 yards and you have a good center quarterback combo, you could get it on a quarterback sneak. 4 yards? No.
No way.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a difference, Tom.
All right. Okay, but it depends on where you are in the field, right?
I know, and then there's routes you would call. There's certain route combinations you call based on a 4 yards out or 2 yards out.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, so I give it.
Because you have more space, you get an extra 2 yards. Sometimes it gives you might actually
All right,
throw
you
it
already
deeper
made
in
your
the-
case.
Okay, well, whatever.
Way up. Oh, he almost caught that. It was intended for Christian.
All right, we're going another 4th down goal line.
I know.
So we're going to end up having 2 goal line stands in this
That's right.
game.
That was covered nicely by number 24, Sear. I'll tell you, I'm looking down on that on the bench, and there's a lot of injured players down there.
I think Uncle Dave and JP went back to heat up the lasagna.
Oh boy,
And
wish I
walk
was
the
going
dog.
home to nice lasagna.
You know what? It's going to be good.
I'm going home to kielbasa from Meriden.
Oh. What's the name of the place?
I can't say it. It's a Polish name that I can't pronounce, but it's good. Oh, I thought that was going to be a pass interference, but it wasn't. All right, so they take over on downs.
Coverage there by Tashawn Davis.
Good. That was a good stance by the Morgan defense.
Yeah, Davis is.
Deshaun Davis.
He's
Yeah.
been involved. They've been going at him a little bit.
Yeah.
He had one pass interference, then that second one, which I
Questionable.
yeah, it's
Questionable.
borderline.
Right.
And, but I mean, so was that one.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely. All right, so let's see what the Morgan Huskies can do here with
So
8 minutes and 13 seconds.
So how about a
1st and 10 for Morgan.
Maybe they did that intentionally so they wouldn't they'd
90s.
avoid the running clock.
well,
Tyler tries to get out. Good hustle, getting out of trouble, and he slides close to the first down. So Tyler's playing a good game, but that pressure that's being applied, that defensive line they're huge.
I love the way he just runs. Like he comes out of there and runs. He runs so hard.
He certainly does.
And I wish Drew had done more of that last year, but he really wanted to get rid of it.
2nd and about 5.
Baldwin. Oh, nice play.
he's got-
Just a little bit overthrown. That was a nice throw, but
Pass
just a little bit too
intended
far.
for Caprio, a little long.
Boy, Jack's really
3rd
getting
and
beat up today.
5.
Jack 9. He took a shot on that play. Oh, and that wasn't Jack. That was, let's see.
Where were you
Oh,
looking?
that was Staunton again, Aiden Staunton. I'll tell you about he's a tough kid. He's hanging in there tonight. He and his brother are playing a good game. Aiden and Seamus.
Yeah, big night.
Well,
for
a lot of
Seamus.
pressure being applied. Nice catch by Nye. Oh,
Pass
there was
is
the
incomplete.
run before you catch it, Pete.
4th down.
Yeah, 2 things. One, he picked his head up before it was in his hands, and the announcer said it was a nice catch before the ball was in the tuck.
I was gonna-
Just the 2 of you are 2 peas in a pod.
I know. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt, you know.
It's not.
You got to be anticipating.
I know you are. I know. Well, you're so optimistic, right? I was the pessimist. What did I do that was so
Well,
pessimistic?
we're a good duo.
Yeah.
The optimist and the pessimist.
Well, it reverses. The roles reverse.
That's right. Baldwin's got to get rid of it. Oh, that could have been a little bit of a pass interference.
Incomplete pass.
But-
Rockville will take over on
They'll
down.
take over in downs with 7 minutes and 26 seconds.
So we netted.
Not much.
We got it out to 8 yards.
Yeah, 8 yards.
So
And again, they're staying with their starters. That's interesting. When you're up by 48-14.
So one of the things, I guess, since we have 7 minutes and 26 seconds and a little bit of time to talk about, is that the Rockville kid didn't know they were on offense, wasn't paying attention to the game. So they yell and scream because the kid's like, we're on offense and you're supposed to be in the game. or they substituted. I don't know if 5 has Osborne been getting a lot of carries.
Osborne has been getting a lot of carries.
Okay.
Yep. Osborne and Mapp.
So he should have known he was in the game.
Right.
All right?
Absolutely.
So the tough one though is you're the backup on the punt team. The punt team a lot of times is just the offense, maybe the O-line or depending on how you do a shield punt, it'll be different.
Yep.
But if one of the guys on offense gets hurt, comes out of the game, there's a substitute.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Oh, nice tackle. That was made by number 74, Catterman. Did a nice job coming through that gap.
So if that kid who gets hurt is on kickoff return or kickoff or some other special team,
he's turned around.
The kid who their backup is, and there might be 3 different kids in 3 different teams who has to back up that kid, and they all have to be aware of that injury because because you just don't have enough coaches to do it in
That's
football.
True. Yeah.
So when people are like, "Well, do you have enough coaches?" No, we don't have enough coaches. I'll give you an example. That's my number one example. Is trying to keep track of that. So you put a lot on a high school kid to make sure that they're paying attention. And guess what football players pay the least attention?
That's right.
Youth football players.
That's right.
But the second is
he's wide open in the end zone. Nice pass by Ramsdale.
The end zone is a touchdown.
Looks like that was number 13. That's Manzanes.
It must have been a nice route. I mean, it looked like when my eyes got picked up there, it was
right.
He was wide open, like you said.
He was wide open.
But he must have got to the inside shoulder.
Yeah, what he did is he drove hard to the inside and then shot it to the outside.
You get that corner moving in one direction, and then you run your route away from it.
He got the corner to commit to the inside and just broke it quickly to the outside. Okay, now we'll see that rule come into effect. So this should be a running clock from this point forward, correct?
As soon as we do the kickoff.
Okay.
So again, this is a score. It's technically a change of possession. Once we do the kickoff and they recover it, the clock will run.
That was no good.
That's no good.
So it's 54 to 14. So they're up by 40. So
54.
Now we'll see about that 35-point rule.
For Morgan.
6 minutes and 5 seconds to go. And I believe we'll be doing running clock because it's the. Okay, starting the. Yep.
All right.
Okay, we just got an explanation with our timekeeper.
Whoa.
Okay.
5 times.
Yeah. You said it, Pete.
Well, I said the big ones. The score and a change of possession.
Okay.
But he mentioned injuries.
Right.
He mentioned obviously timeouts. I think we said timeouts.
Sure.
Injuries and what else did he say? Things that are just obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now the clock will continue to run. Oh, it's got to pick up that ball. Okay, there we go. Finally, it's taken by Seamus Staunton. Staunton to the outside. He's going to be taken down at about the 25-yard line. So the clock will continue to run.
Like Jack Nye returned that ball out. Oh, Seamus Staunton. Seamus Staunton, and he brings it back out to the
25.
It might be a good idea for all of us to hire a set of youthful eyes with binoculars.
Yeah.
To just call out who's doing what.
Because it's hard to see from up here, especially when it's on the far side of the field.
Yeah.
4-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10 for Morgan.
All right, so let's see what Baldwin will do here. Down by 40 points. Baldwin wants to go over the middle.
Nice ball.
Oh, almost. A little bit low. I think Caprio was turned a little bit on that one.
Yeah, I don't think he saw it until it was too late.
It was thrown a little bit quick.
Do you have opera glasses that you could start wearing?
No, I don't. But I mean, I probably can. I'm going to the opera on Sunday. No, I'm not kidding. I'm going out there. I'm going to Jersey Tenors though tomorrow night at the Kate.
At the Kate, yeah.
Yep. And you really don't have to see, just have to hear. Look at the run by Larrabee. Nice run by Larrabee.
Dominic Larrabee on that carry.
Quick and powerful. But like I said, he's Dominic Larrabee really was impressed your brother Dave.
First down for Morgan.
I think he's is he a sophomore?
Sophomore, tough.
Yeah.
And he has to be because he's got Casey Corrigan in front of him.
That's right.
And what a great mentor.
You got that right.
Run without fear.
He wants to go to.
This has to be.
9.
We got to make those.
Almost.
He's got.
You think he should have kept his feet? I mean, rather than diving.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been.
I
He was
think I was a
trying
little
to
overthrown.
keep space between the sideline and himself,
Right.
so he could drift out,
Yep.
but he just didn't adjust well to the ball.
I think you did a good job adjusting.
I know
Just a
you
little
do
overthrown.
because you're just a nice parent.
10 for the Huskies.
I'm not.
Nice throw by Baldwin.
I think Baldwin put it in a great spot.
He did.
So that no one else could get it but
Right.
Jack.
The clock continues to run. 3:48. Baldwin.
Well, they're going
wants
to do
to
it
go back
again.
to Jack.
So they got to
Gotta-
believe in it here.
Oh, nice catch by Jack. Nice. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. And I think Jack went back to the huddle and said, listen, I've got this guy. Just try it again. And I mean, don't you think so? I
Yeah.
think Jack understood he could probably beat this guy in and out.
Yep.
He did just that.
See where they mark it.
Well, to Rockville's credit, I think they have their JVs in now.
Well, okay, good.
Just for the just to give credit where credit's due.
Sure.
Their coaching staff.
Okay, we'll give credit where
So-
credit's due.
23 yards.
But by the same token, still a good throw and a good catch.
Are their corners any different? I think they are. I think
They
these
are.
are the JV kids. At least the linemen look
He's
a
looking
little
for
more.
Larrabee. He's got Larrabee open. Goes over to Larrabee. Was that a trap or a catch?
It's tough to.
They
to
gave him a
tell
catch.
Kid, it's tough to tell a kid not to catch a ball, even though it's for a loss.
I know.
right? It's
I
tough.
know.
They're not the awareness there to turn your head and
Check the
know not to catch it.
Right.
But
That's tough.
because if you're diving, you're getting tackled. You're tackling yourself in high
Right.
school.
Right.
In the NFL, you dive and it's a loss. You can get up and run.
Right.
So it's second and 14 for
It just doesn't
Morgan.
make a lot of sense in high school, but it's very hard to. So very few kids have that awareness. They want to make a catch, and
That's right. Well, it's natural
It's
instinct.
natural.
Yeah,
and,
it really
and
is.
Of course, you want
Especially
them to
at
do
this
that.
level, you know.
Right.
And the pros, they're pros because of that. They have to have the awareness, or they
But
wouldn't
it's-
be a pro.
But it's second and 13.
After all is said and done,
Timeout.
it's actually a timeout, Morgan. And now they do stop the clock because it's a legal timeout. Okay. So we've got 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Marty's coming over to fill us in.
Marty, what's up?
What magic?
It doesn't. It's not working again.
It's working fine.
Oh, I
What
just
did you do?
reset it. It's a computer. All right, so Marty's over here. We're talking about the clock. It's frustrating. All we did was shut it off, turn it back on.
Put
and it
batteries in.
resets
Didn't he put
itself.
batteries in?
Nope.
No batteries.
No, but we should do that from time to time anyway.
It was just the magic of Nye. It was Nye
I know,
magic.
it's not if-
On button.
Yeah.
Close the button, and we'll go and then all of a sudden click on.
right.
And then I push the off button.
Yeah, I think it's just the computer sometimes, right? The board. That's what. Unplug it and plug it back in. But it's good. It might be good for you to do it on the sideline. Do you not like doing it on the sideline? Because then at least you can communicate with the officials easily. All right, that was our talk with Marty.
Yeah.
I was basically talking into the microphone while talking to
That was very good. That was very good.
Marty.
At least the fans got some insight into what happens when the clock goes down. Oh, he's got. Oh, almost.
Who was intended? That was a great effort. Is that
That was
Staunton?
a very.
Man, if
That
Staunton
was
got that
Staunton.
one, he
Yeah.
would be the Morgan player of the game. He is. He probably is the Morgan player of the
Looks like
game.
we got some thunder up above us. Okay, so why is the clock not stopped? I mean, running. Why is it not running?
All right.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Marty, is it supposed to be running?
Appears to be second down.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
And 14.
I mean, Pete, you're doing it all. You're controlling the
I
clock.
know,
You're controlling
I know,
the clock
I
operator.
know.
You know? You're
I'm
just
trying to
doing it
keep
all,
my
just
head
like
in.
Bogey and
Well,
Bacall.
that's what coaches have to do. They
right.
got to be aware of everything.
Jack Nye wide open. Gets to the inside.
Baldwin's pass to
He's still
9.
fighting. So that'll be minute 47. I'd like to see him getting in here before the end of the game.
Yep.
Pete, just to give him an emotional high
Yeah,
going
I
into our
think
next
we
game.
still have 2 timeouts, so.
We do.
Make
Okay,
it
so the clock is running.
I mean, there were a couple of good things. We had a couple good goal line stands.
Yep. Couple nice passes.
Oi, boy. Oi, boy. Oi,
Oh,
boy.
just get
Keep
it,
it.
get it.
Yeah. All right. Who is that? Is that Shane? No, that's Larrabee.
Yeah.
Heads up.
bad snap.
And there's going to be a time. I think they're calling another timeout.
Fumble.
It's
Stop
always,
the clock.
it's always frustrating to see a back blocking,
Oh,
and then
I
the
know.
ball is bouncing around near his ankles, and he doesn't even know. Oh,
I know.
Rockville.
oh, that was a 4th down play.
That's right, yeah.
Rockville will
Oh, well.
begin.
It's really hard to keep your head in the game when it's just this, this type
I
of
know,
lopsided
I
victory.
know, I know.
And again, you can't take away from the fact these kids have played their hearts out. That's a big team they went up against tonight. Just by sheer numbers, 68. Now we're down to 35 players on the field. So I mean, you gotta give Morgan a lot of credit. They
Cheerleaders
played
are pretty loud.
What's that?
Cheerleaders are pretty loud.
Hey, the cheerleaders have hung in there,
Really loud.
and we still have a couple fans. There's some loyal fans still hanging around.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many kids wear their pajamas to the game. That's interesting. Maybe next game we should wear our pajamas.
So we're have a pajama day.
Yeah, let's have a pajama day.
All right.
We got 2 injured players over there conversing, Carmona and Corrigan. Those are 2 really good players.
I know it's tough to lose
It is.
players.
And that should be the end of the ball game with a final score: Rockville Rams 54 and Morgan 14. All right, well, let's do a quick wrap up, and then we'll be heading home. You can go have your lasagna, and I'll try to eat cold kielbasa. I want to come to your house.
Martin Rosso.
We have a bye, right?
Is it by?
I don't know.
Next week we're on a bye.
So we should win next week going away.
Then they're on the road.
Thanks, Marty.
All right. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Pete, what do you say in a situation?
Did you just say we will win next week going away because it's a bye week?
That's right.
Hey.
So how would you summarize this game?
Well, we knew right off the bat that stopping the run, we said that at first thing, okay, we struggled last week. We were going to have to stop the run, and we weren't able to do that. So the first 2 drives were really rough. But we had moments where we had a chance to get back in the game. We had a goal line stand. We got a couple first downs. If we go 14-7, and I'm not saying it would have changed the outcome, but there were positives tonight that I hope the coaches focus on.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a lot to work on,
Right.
and we know those things. But, not all is lost. We have a lot of teams coming up that we should be able to handle, and we saw 2 very good teams back to back. So
no question. And the other good news is hopefully some of these injured players will be able to get back, because we do have a bye week next week. Give them time to recuperate, because again, 68 players there, 36 here. We need some mass to be able to fill in, give some of these kids a break. But again, I thought Tyler Baldwin had a good game. I thought Jack made some nice catches by Seamus Aiden Staunton, and his brother Aiden had a great game both on the offense and defense. And Logan Ryan again stepped up to the plate. There's a lot of positives, but again, they had an unfortunate loss. But it's a learning experience, right, Pete? And hopefully as we go into the rest of our season, we go into more of our league games, we'll pick up some wins and make this a very positive season.
Yeah. I think there's some bright days ahead of us.
Let's hope so. So again, I want to thank Pete Nye for his great commentary, Mike Rappiano behind the camera, Dennis Dunham, the voice of the Morgan Huskies, and we also want to congratulate Iris Dunham on becoming the royalty at tonight's homecoming game, and also her compatriot Nick Spaziano. So congratulations, Iris. Really appreciate all you do for us and what you do for the town and what you do for the school. You're the best. We'll see you again in an upcoming show. Tom Foster, Peter and I saying goodnight, and we'll see you again in the next
Great job,
home
Tom.
game.
Great
Take
job,
care.
Mike. All right, thanks.